wobble queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. Cozy corner of the twitchy scene lives a yarny legend crochet queen. Hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Granny squares and textured waves, she's turning yarn into handmade frames. With every stitch she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. Cozy corner of the twitchy scene lives a yarny legend crochet queen. Hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Granny squares and textured waves, she's turning yarn into handmade frames. With every stitch she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. In a cozy corner of the twitchy scene lives a yarny legend crochet queen. Hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the workbook queen. She's stitching joy in every row with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream.
I am live. So I'm live. Welcome in, everybody. Let's see. Today we're doing a collab with Enchanted Creations. As you can see, she's right there on the top. Look at me waving my fingers around. So hopefully I haven't done anything and messed anything up, and we can hear her and she can hear us. Okay. I've messed something up because I can't hear her. Hold on.
I was muted.
Oh, there
Can
you
you hear
go.
me now?
Oh, okay. Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. I kept yawning, so I was like, no, just stay on mute.
Oh, no, that's okay. So,
Hopefully.
we are doing this, and Enchanted Creations was oh God, I can't think about it. She was very nice enough to find a pattern. We won't be going into Discord today, but if you want to, there is a pattern in Discord, and I meant to pin it. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
See,
I think I had.
there's my Discord.
Is our chat shared, though? It's not sharing. Why isn't it sharing?
Oh, here, let me do this real fast. And it's not, yeah, mine's not Sherry either.
There we go.
Okay.
I think it just.
So anyway, let's see. Now I feel like I'm trying to. Anyway,
Yeah, we're
so
professionals.
yes, we are totally professional. But anyway, we got this at Aldi. It was like four something, like 4.49, 4.99, something like that. It wasn't really much. What I would consider, it's on the lower end of the kits because I mean I have done Woobles and they're like $30. So this is very, very affordable. And we're going to tell you today our opinion on whether we think it's worth the $4.49.
Yeah. Just, the yarn is stupid soft. I went ahead and caked mine. I have a feeling it's going to be splitty, but if you just take your time, it should be okay.
I didn't. I got it out yesterday and felt it, and I was like, "Oh, I like it," but I didn't cake it. And I finally got my yarn caker back from my kids. But did I cake my yarn? So anyway, this kit comes with the yarn for the pumpkin, and like she said, it's super, super soft. It comes with a package of stuffing, both colors yarn, this lovely little needle, which will do nothing, I promise. So I got my handy dandy metal needle out and a 2.5 millimeter hook. And I would say the hook is good for what you're getting. So,
Yeah.
so after this crazy shenanigans are over with, what do you plan on doing for the day?
I'm a nap. No. We gotta go to PetSmart and look at turtle lamps. We've got a turtle, but she's starting to get the shell calcium buildup stuff. So I gotta go spend more money on this dang turtle.
what does I mean, my kids have never, I don't think they've ever, the chat sharing,
It just
if it's what you want to try to share. Oh, hi, Crafty. How are you doing?
hello.
I
The
don't know.
basking light, it just gives them their UV light, their typical outdoor stuff. Your LEDs and stuff aren't strong
Oh,
enough, so it helps with the calcium buildup and keeps them from getting shell rot. It helps dry them out type situation,
oh,
so that
okay.
way their shells don't rot. But we got a new tank because she grew, but the water level is too much because wall turtles need water. They don't need a bunch, so
Oh,
she's getting a little soft, and I don't want to croak her off. So
no, because turtles can last a long time, can't they? 2,
yeah, yep. Hello,
3,
welcome in.
4, 5,
We have the
6.
I think she has it pinned too, but both of us have it's very similar. They do some extra stuff in the one that's pinned, but it was close enough that I was like, "Hey, that works." And it was free. You can't beat free.
No, it can't be free. Okay. What would it be? There we go. A green. I need a green stitch marker. Do you know I still have not found my Wooble 10 full of all of my needles. I just find a needle
Your
here
kids
and
stole it,
there.
didn't they?
No, they didn't steal that. They didn't steal that. It's not. Okay. Thank you, Crafty.
3, 4.
I like her. The 365 lady. I love her.
Yeah.
Isn't that bad? Somebody fairy dust knows. I mean, he doesn't personally know them.
I did a I like to I know, and this is against etiquette, but I
Crafty.
like to stick them in Word. So that way I can read them better and mark on them and stuff like that. And I did this tree one the other day, and I went through, copied and pasted it so that way I could see it better and all this stuff. And then at the very bottom, it was like condensed and like, here you go, just print this. I was like, that thanks, but I just spent like half an hour cleaning this up. Thanks a lot. I was so mad. Like I should have just scrolled on down. All right, 8 loop.
So I gotta get, it's not splitting, but I'm not really good with tiny hooks. I like,
Yeah. So
I'm a 3-point millimeter or higher kind of girl hook, but I don't know how
I was
well
gonna
this
say
yarn's
so.
gonna be. So
Yeah, I've noticed with the smaller the hook, it's not necessarily that it peels, you just stab it wrong. Like not you, but you know what I mean.
yeah,
You stab wrong, so it makes it peel. Because I had that even with the my regular like my big twist and everything else. So it just kind of happens.
Crafty, do you have that happen? So we can yappity yapping.
So, right, good. I was gonna put my thing as the Great Pumpkin since you did your Charlie Brown towel yesterday.
it. I've got to get a picture of it on my stove, but I've got to technically clean my stove just a little bit, just
Oh,
because I got Gigi towels everywhere, like Gigi's pumpkins and all kinds of stuff. Because
that's fair. We did it's called poutine or whatever. It's a gravy, it's a Canadian dish with the gravy and cheese curds and stuff. So I did actual grease fries so that way they'd be really crispy. So my stove is a disgusting mess right now.
the lowest you've done is worst of weight 3.5. 3 millimeter is as low as I'll go, but I would prefer a 3.5 millimeter if I can. But since I didn't know how much of this yarn would be used, I didn't want to risk it.
I I know. I feel like there's a lot, but I don't know once we get going.
Yeah, because it looks like it's going to be pretty big. It says
Mhm.
finished size 6
Yeah.
inches by 3 inches. Well, 6 by
Yeah. And it's
almost 4.
for me it was weird that it's actual you're actually doing rounds though too. A lot of the other pumpkins you just do rows and then you cinch it back up. So that one
Yeah.
so this is kind of cool that it's going to be rounds also in
I
the
like
round. I don't know, whichever
I
that
like
is.
I like the round pumpkins. The ones that now I am gonna try the one that Bubbles and Honey give me yesterday
Yeah.
for those keychains, but I tried the one pattern, tried it over and over, the cinchy one, and I could not get it. Could not get it.
Mm.
My brain was just not having it. Said, "Not today, you little redhead, not today."
Right.
Um, let's see. Um, so my kids ran a 5K yesterday, 2 of them, and the 2 younger ones, and they said it was okay until they got to the end of it, and then everybody started walking, and it took them a half an hour to get to the finish line from when they stopped running. I made a pumpkin the other year. I made a pumpkin the other year. It was just the rectangular. When you seam it together, it's like a cylinder, and it's I I don't know if I'm hitting the wrong stitches on the cinchy ones. I'm gonna say, yeah, I am, because it's me.
Right.
Because, I mean, Enchanted gets all professional, and she cakes her yarn up. Me, I just like yarn barf.
Oh, I got that Dollar Tree stuff, and when I went to start my Halloweeny and stuff, I think when I got to the white, it was nothing. Like I had big chunks out of both ends, and I just like sat it down. And I was like, "All right, we're gonna have us a cry." So I watched me an episode, and then I was like, "All right, we're gonna tackle this." And I was like, "We're just doing this." My poor kids. Every time I'm like, "Hey, grab this yarn," they're like, "Please no, mother. Please no." I'm like, "Just take a walk around the house. I need you to pull it out so that way I can get to where I need to be. Just take a walk. It's okay." And they're
You
like,
go through
"Please
each
no."
stitch when you cinch it up.
Yeah.
So,
See, I'll say mine are a lot of the ones I've done is the rectangle. It's just in the back, like some of it's back loop stuff. I think one's like all half doubles, but it's in the back loop,
yep.
which gives it a weird ribbity type thing. That's what we did for last month's project was a ribbed pumpkin, just because for the crochet class I try to keep it super simple.
Now, how many kids do
Just
you normally have for that? Or people? Because it doesn't have to be necessarily kids, does it?
honestly, no, and honestly, it's a lot of your older adults who, oh, my mother did it. I wish I would have done it. And I'm talking like 60 to 70-year-old
Oh,
ladies, and I'm like, yeah, you should have paid attention. No, so it kind of depends. Like last weekend, I think there was 3 of us, and it was one of the gals. She's been coming like every month, so it was finishing up. We did just the basic granny square and stuff like that because she had done her, you know, back and forth of the singles and the doubles, and she's like, "I think I'm ready for a square." I was like, "Let's try it." Worst that happens is you're not, and you go back to doing doubles. It's okay. And she's awesome. Because if someone new comes in, she'll just work on something until we can get back to her. And then we've
oh,
got a
that's
few
sweet.
who, some of them are just there for the socialization, which is absolutely fine. I mean, that's me too. But we've got one who she doesn't practice once she leaves. And it's like, okay, you're not going to get it if you don't keep doing it. And she gets frustrated. We had one gal that was special needs was saying she was left-handed. So I was like, cool, I can help you. I'm left-handed. This is going to be so simple. No, she was right-handed. And so I was like, I don't understand. Like, you're just not getting it. And I don't get why you're not. And then one day, I was like, it's your turn. Like, I know she's left-handed, but I had the other gal that helps me. I was like, it's your turn to do it. It was because she was holding it wrong. I was like, well, that'll do it. That'll slow your progress quite a bit if you don't do it with the right hand.
Well, I
But,
learned yesterday that redheads make up
oh,
1 to 2% of the population. Now, 1% of the population of redheads is blue eyes and red hair, which is the rarest combination you
right.
can get. I did not know that 20% of redheads are left-handed. I'm right-handed. So that must be why I lean towards my left hand to do a lot of things. Maybe I was supposed to be left-handed. I don't know.
Could
I
very
had
well. And y- you're in that generation too where it wasn't okay to be left-handed too. So
yeah, I had
it doesn't
actually
help
had a
much.
teacher and she said they tied her left hand to
Yep.
the desk so she couldn't move it. No, I've never been it
That's
20%
very
is a
true.
minority, but I just think it's wild because they say 12% of the population, like people that aren't redheaded, 12% of the population is left-handed. So, I mean,
I don't think this is right, but we're not gonna tell anybody.
no one's gonna know. Um, 1, 2,
And it used to even just being lefty used to be a rare thing. Now it's really it it's a lot. But I think since they stopped, correcting the kids and just letting them do it, I think that has made a world of a difference so too.
true. So, Crafty's right-handed because I know that when he teaches people left-handed, he switches his camera, and I've never even thought to do that. So, um, but I mean, it's a good
We did it
idea.
wrong, but we got the right amount of stitches. Yeah. 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 Yeah, cuz it throws them off. Well, even your left being a left-handed hitter is pretty praised upon too. Especially if they've been getting all your others out and stuff. Okay, so
So y'all can talk baseball all day long. "Hi, how you doing?" And
I can't, but Randall loves it. Randall loves all sports, though I'm
you're
not a
average.
sports person.
I had to read it again because I know I'm, losing it. How are you doing your average? Hey, it's okay to be average, right? I'm just an average redhead. I don't know, Papa might say that I'm not. He might say I'm extraordinarily crazy. That would be fun. I can get the end part, and that's fine. I got it, but I don't like messing people's names up. Some people go, you know, whole into it, and I just don't want to, that's me, that's not Bit oh, that might be Biscuit, and I don't know how he got up here because I haven't let him anywhere near oh, no, that's me. He's sleeping right
Throw
now.
your own hair in there.
Yeah.
I hate when because I crochet in my eyes. It's just something I don't know why I even went and got my glasses changed and it's just right up in my face. I hate when I get an active like chunk and I'm like, oh, that's still very much attached. Please let go.
So how is everyone doing? Yeah. Let him sleep as long as you can. You get your
Oh, I bet. All the time. Such a problem, ain't it? Gonna have to start a GoFundMe page for just to get you some hair ties. Oh my gosh. So we finally went on the computer and finally found out about Sally's college little summer tour. $2,500. She's definitely doing a GoFundMe page. I was like, that's a lot. I asked her if she wanted to go back to Canada or if she wanted to do the summer program. She's like, I'll skip Canada. I've been once. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, how about your mom figures out that we can do both? But thank you for being honest. The yarn doesn't peel too bad. Like I was expecting more peel areas or stab through. That's done pretty good so far. I need a pen.
Mine's done pretty good. What kind of barrettes would you like, Crafty? I mean, asking for a friend.
Right. Since he does crochet, he needs to
He
be very specific about the flat ones, so that way it's for his hair, but it's really for to hold the yarn when he cakes it. Those little whatever those ones are.
You know what? I
I got.
don't know, but go ahead. You can keep talking because I'm going to do something right here because I'm going to get my handy dandy tool out that Crafty got me, and I'm going to tell him what
I
weight
was.
of yarn this is.
Ooh, yeah, because this is so thin. I'm gonna guess DK. I'm not very good at that, but I feel like
Yeah,
is that the sock stuff? Is
yeah,
DK?
I would say DK. Am I doing this right, Crafty?
He said, but he was saying unicorn and rainbow barrettes, and I've got some unicorn ones that have the fake collared hair, so he can even have some color in his life.
I'm trying to do very even wraps. Yeah, I would say this is a DK weight because this is but it's a polyester. It's acrylic. It is an acrylic.
Yeah.
And we have oh, I'm gonna do a crafty method here. There's 14 strands. So hold on. This little thing's gonna get me. So we are doing it's a 14 strands, so it's a lightweight yarn. So it's we're in the 11 to 15th, so it is a number 3 weight yarn. So and I got this as a gift from the Crafty Cub and I love it and it's wonderful. So if you ever want and look, it measures your hooks. See? 2.75. This actually goes in a 2.75 really well, but they don't have a 2.5. So, but it doesn't go in the 2. So, and a lot of times it doesn't work with the ones that have the hook on it. They're like the really little, see how that hook is.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I love this thing. He gave this to me. He gave it to me shortly after I started streaming. And I love it. I love it. And I am going to pull out of there. So we got to put 2 in there. Yes. But, you know, Crafty makes sure you got the notions if you don't have all the notions. Well, yeah,
Okay.
when he can. Because he was like, because I think I made a comment. He was using his that he had, and I made a comment. And then he said, "Oh, I sent you a package."
That's
And I was like, ugh,
why I like this community so much, because there's no gatekeeping,
no,
or like there's really not. Now they might tell you like, hey, don't, like, I got it because I wanted to try it. Give me a minute to try, don't,
yeah,
or it's awesome, but don't get the most expensive one because there's no reason. Like the cheap one will work. I like
uh,
that too. Or
yes.
and then you've got some that are like, sorry.
No, I was going to say, he said we're full of enablers too. Yeah, buy that.
Oh god. Exactly, exactly. Well, and that's like, y'all were talking about that yarn and stuff yesterday. Like Amazon, if you've already touched it, Amazon's good. But if it's something new, it's not. Because I like Red Heart. It all feels the same. You're When you could get Big Twist, you knew what it felt like. You knew what color. Now your lots and stuff was going to be different. But if you were starting a project, you've already touched it. You knew that you could get a bunch of it and be fine.
Yep.
But I like that Hirsch. I haven't done one yet because I haven't found one that's like spoke to my soul and said you absolutely have to do this. But been been eyeballing them. But I think for people who are starting and know that they want to do a blanket in that stitch type thing, it'll take all the guesswork out for sure.
Let's see if I can find it. And you can just stay asleep, bud. You don't need to get up.
But you moved, Mom.
I know. They have. I I I probably have a new Hirschner's catalog downstairs, but this is the Halloween one. So yeah, I flinched there for a
The
minute
new one though.
because I was like, oh my gosh, did I just show my address? But see, they even have neon and fluorescent yarn. Uh,
Oh, nice.
but I've never tried any of that and I've never touched it because I'm kind of like you. But I will say I've never gotten a yarn that I didn't like from Hirschner's. And their worsted weight, yes, worsted 8. And if you get some of their yarn that has it's their yarn, it has a little tag in it and center pull tag.
Oh, yeah.
So that's nice.
Somebody else does that too. I'm trying to think. I don't remember where I saw it. It might have just been online. But yeah. Oh my gosh.
Hobie does it too? Okay.
Oh, I think Hobie is what I saw. Because I get their ads all the time. I haven't got from them, but I can't. This looks so pretty.
Now, we were in Hobie's only in Denmark? Is this cannot be my I mean, it has to be.
Nice.
Now, if you have to go do something,
Well, I thought I might, but I think he got mad at his game and
oh,
trying
okay.
to think because he was slamming my front door, and I was like, why? But when I said his name, he said, yeah. And then I said, hey, come here. And he said nothing. So I assume he's avoiding me because he knows he did something he wasn't supposed to do.
Oh, okay.
They're old enough, though. They do good. Every once in a while. I mean, they pop in stream every once in a while just for
Yeah, I think I've
shits and
seen them.
giggles. Yeah, I beat him up with my giant Willy.
Gotta keep them in line.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay.
I think that one was Randall. He likes to slam my door too. He's the biggest kid of them all, though.
You ordered some hobby for the commission I'm doing. It's the Honey Bunny line. Yes, they are based in Denver, but they ship internationally. It's just shipping reasonable. I mean, because I know sometimes, but with it being a bigger company, I bet it is reasonable.
What row are you on?
I am on row 6. I'm slow.
Okay.
What row
No,
are
you're
you?
fine.
What row are you on? Because you look
I'm
like you're
getting
further.
ready to. Yeah, I'm getting ready to start 8, and it's a weird one, so I'm gonna wait for you to get there.
Oh, because row 6 took me a while to read. I was like, what in the world am I doing? But then I got it. So row 8, you do 3 single crochets and then you do an increase. And then from there on, you do 6 single crochets, then an increase. But you should have 3 single crochets left at the end, and
Okay. Okay.
that will round it out. Sometimes people do that to, I think, round it out so it's not so hexagonal, because if
Oh
you
yeah.
keep doing it, it'll be hexagonal.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I'm
7 skeins. Shipping was $5. That's not bad though. Especially for coming from like overseas. Cause even I mean, just your Canada to I hate shipping to Canada. It's so expensive. Like I get that it's a whole different country, but it's literally right it's right there. That shouldn't be it should not be like that.
yeah, they're attached, so it shouldn't be.
Yeah. I understand a slight fee for sure, but not no. And then so at Christmas time I shipped my not mother-in-law but mother-in-law Legos, and it straight up the box looked like the person just straight up punched the box. Like it was brand new. It was still from Walmart. Like you could see the tape. We even wrapped them all just to see what would happen, and it just looked like somebody punched the box. Like you can shake it and hear that it's Legos. And I know they've got their X-ray machine. So
Yep.
like why? Why you gotta be like that? I want my notebook.
I know I had to write down in my notebook when we get to the point where it's just the round rows for me to make sure I do that right.
Yes. Yep. Dude, look at my little bolts for
Oh,
my Frankenweenie.
I
I did too.
like.
So I straight up because I wanted it to stay and not get flattened. I had my daughter cut cardboard circles, so it's like
Oh,
cardboard stuffing, cardboard, and then I did up and then stuffing. And I totally winged this. No pattern. So I was so proud of me. I wanted to show it off.
I think that's cool.
Right? Okay, so we're going to repeat that 7 times.
Okay.
I don't like this pen. It's too fancy. Too fancy.
Okay.
Right.
There we go. So when does she get to go to this the college thing for the month?
Give me just a second.
Okay.
It is, there's 2 different sessions, and it's 3 weeks, not a full 4 weeks, but like in June or July. She wants to do the June one because that coincides with our summer school, and she doesn't want to go to summer school again, which is fine. Um, they don't ever. I make them go because if they go the full days, they get $100 gift card. So I make them spend half of that on like because they usually always end up like new shoes and a book bag. I let them pick out like you spend half of it on school supplies, you can get whatever, like I have no say in it unless it's like your belly's hanging out type situation. Um or nothing gang related obviously, but I have no
Right.
say in what they pick out with that part, and then the rest they can get a toy or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And it's not free babysitting, but in a way it is because like I work during the day. Randall has MS, so he naps a lot during the day.
Uh-huh.
They're old enough, like they're 9 and 13, so they're old enough to do whatever, but they're siblings, so they fight. So it's like, nah, y'all can do summer school and get away from each other. And then this is her. She's in 8th grade, so this would be her last year for summer school anyway. And she's like, I really just don't want to do it. And I was like, that's fair, but your brother, one of you has got to go, and he's not gonna go if you don't go. But if she does that, then he won't have to. But I think the deadline, if I remember correctly, and I don't, was in April or something. So I'll have my taxes. So the plan is to just pay it when I get my taxes. But I'm gonna make her do 5. There is an essay that she can write for one of the scholarships. I think we get more information on it when we get the packet, like the
Right.
hey, you were accepted type thing.
Right.
But I'm gonna make her do I told her she had to do that. I have a friend who does editing, book editing for like a legit job. So I was like, you're gonna write it, you're gonna send it to her, and you guys can discuss back and forth and get it perfected. Because it's like a $500 scholarship, so that would help a lot.
Now, does this give her like just the experience, or does she get any credits for college or
I think it's just the experience, but it's at our local one, so it's I like it better because it's local.
right.
So if she absolutely like, granted that's a lot of money, so I'm going to talk her into staying. But if she absolutely, she's my very passive. The wind blows wrong, and she's Mercury's out of retrograde and crying and all that stuff, child. So so it makes I feel more comfortable since it is local. But um so yeah, I don't remember what I was going with that, but It just makes me nervous, but since it's closer, but it didn't say anything about it, but it is a class. Like they get the college life. They stay on dorm. Other than calling us, it's the meal plan, the everything. So it would get her ready for college type thing. It's a little early, but it's never all actually too early to start college hunting either if it's what you want to do. So
Right. Now, does she have any idea what she wants to do?
no, um, not not fully. She hasn't committed. She loves animals. She always used to want to do the animal thing, but I was like, that's a lot of science. So you gotta like get ready, and she's kind of steered away from that. But
It's also a lot
I
of
don't know.
heart. A lot of heart.
Yes, yeah.
Because you,
And
I mean,
I think she's too passive for it. Like I mean, and she wants exotic, so she would definitely have to go away to get her training in the exotic stuff, which is fine. She's allowed to. I mean, I'm gonna be sad as every mother should, but like I encourage it. I'm like, if that's what you want to do it. But you will have to leave home for that type thing.
I only had one go to college. Well, no, I think my oldest went to college. I just don't think that she found anything she liked. So um, she's an esthetician now. So um, she actually works for a company that's global, and they remove tattoos now. So she's
Oh,
a laser, I don't
okay,
know, whatever,
okay.
a laser technician. I don't know if that's what that's called.
I mean,
Sh-
kind of, because it is lasered. Okay, so I got through 8, but I didn't have 3 stitches at the end. So I did something wrong, but hopefully not too bad.
That's okay. I'm gonna be stuck. One, two, three, four, five. We got our new microwave yesterday. I think we got the microwave when I was talking to you. Papa
Yes.
put it up on the counter and everything. So I don't have to worry about it. Today, when it's lunchtime, he can just go make his lunch. We have, and the thing of it is we're not leftover people, but we are leftover people. Like he's leftover people. I'm not. Like I'll do leftovers, but it has to be something I really, really like. Like I can't eat leftover pizza anymore. I don't know what somebody did to ruin it for me. I can't.
Okay. So I don't, what did I do? I need more stitch markers. Let's start with that.
See, I am on.
um,
Oh, am I on round 8? Because I've got. Wait, hold on. Now I got it. Okay. I'm like, I've got 3 stitches left. What am I doing? 2.
mm, I'm like, if I counted right, I didn't have the 3 left, but I'm literally only missing 1 stitch. So it's like, what? How? I don't know what I did, but I did it right. I did it wrong to do it right.
Hey.
um, but my boy Rayleigh, he got nominated last year because he's in GATE, which is gifted something or other kids. He got nominated for something but it was up in Chicago, which is like 8 hours away, and that's without traffic, of course. And it was like $5,000.
Ooh,
So I was like, no. I was like, I love you, but no. Because if you want to come home, I can't just come get you. So, 1, 2,
you're still here looking at patterns.
8, 9, 10.
1, 2,
Find
3.
any good ones?
So I will say we're doing the Hirschner's turkey for
Mm.
Holly's gonna come over and we're gonna do that for Thanksgiving. And then I think we're gonna do some like Christmas tree hat. Hirschner's has a Christmas tree hat, I think. So I think we're gonna do that for Christmas. Tons on Ravelry looking at crochet Christmas ornaments. Ooh, a collab with Pixie. 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5. I honestly, and I'm gonna say this, and I know Papa's listening, and I don't want to whatever, but she say she's your new BFF. She claimed you. How's Clemico gonna feel about that? I mean, and if I
oh.
would have known that, I'm sure you would have been claimed. I mean, if you were just out there BFF and free BFF and
Right. So, like I said, on the A, I don't know, but I did have my kid that I had to yell at, but I didn't have the 3 left over. I came out to 63 and just obviously did an increase at the end to get my 64.
okay.
So when you
Well,
do get through that one, it's a little funky.
okay. Well,
So
I
that was
am
all.
actually on round 8 right now, so I will let you know how it ends for me.
Sounds good. I went and stitch markered every 10 because I was like,
I feel like my stitches are
hello, thank
way too
you.
tight. Claymaker will get over it. She also claimed Claymaker's. Oh, well, that's probably Claymaker will probably be like, okay, we're what is that?
Pack-
A package deal.
Package deal, yeah.
And you kind of have to because I mean Claymiko has probably the counterpart that B likes the best.
Oh my god. Uh, I have anonymous follows and stuff on because I butcher people's names, but then sometimes I think about it, I'm like, it sucks that I have that because then I'm like, oh, I don't know who it was.
Hi, Stellar. How are you
Stellar.
doing?
So I was reading yesterday on this. So now and before it didn't, but now when you do this shared stuff, it shares your actual viewer count. And then it was saying a hype train, you share the hype, and I was like, how does that work? Like, I get that you would both have one, but it makes no sense at the same time when it comes to like revenue wise. So I was like, that is so
Hey,
weird.
Cricket. How are you doing? Thank you for the check-in.
Yeah. Because of our shared chat, I have the. You sure? Oh, okay. Okay. That makes more sense
Okay.
then.
You share the hype train, but the other person gets less when the one where the hype train happened. Oh, okay.
Okay. Makes sense in a way.
4. I think I've already this row is I'm like, it's already doomed. This round 8 is doomed. I'm okay. Waiting for coffee, no brew, and Amazon to deliver last minute items for your prep. I'm so excited for you and your Yarny social that you're going to get to have.
Right? So
I'm kind of starting to curl a little. I shouldn't be curling. That's okay. It will work itself out.
I mean, mine's got a wobble to it. But I think we're getting really close to the. Oh no, that's a lie. 10's weird too. I'm not there yet, but 10's weird. This one goes up quite a bit.
Yeah, 4 days left. Okay.
Raid. Thank you for the raid. I think it went to me. I don't know. Oh yeah, because well, yes. Thank you. Hello. Hello, Cyberfox. We are doing a pumpkin. Oh, it worked. Sorry. I set
Okay,
up in
52.
my mix it up to auto shout out and to auto like when raiders come to give them a spiel in case I'm busy. So it
Oh,
works. Yay! Love when technology is on our side. What were you guys up to? Thank you. Freya and I are we're doing I'm gonna call it an Aldi pumpkin. It's a little kit. We do have a pinned pumpkin that's similar. Dead by Daylight. That's a game. That's a game. Didn't get into that one, but I have quite a few friends who do that one. 2, 3. What's your favorite killer? 4, 5.
okay, mine ended weird too. I had to add an increase on the last stitch.
So okay, so it wasn't just me then.
No. Um, making survivor scream in terror of Pinhead.
Okay, okay. There you go.
What
Are
is
you just
that?
doing Pinhead because it's Halloween, or is that your favorite? Like a lot of people have their own one that they prefer. And is he new? Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
we're collabing.
yeah.
I'm with her. She's with me.
Exactly. 3, 4.
Not gonna lie, you thought it
Oh,
was.
a lot of people do that though. They'll have a little video going. So I've lost count. I don't know. Now I'm screwed. Shoot.
You know you're not.
Now I'm just gonna pull back till I get to that where the double was. There it is. Cause I do the increment or whatever, and when I do after I always stop at the whichever it is.
It's when you.
Yeah, hopefully. I know. Is your stream 18? It's not, and I apologize. We do a lot of wieners around here. So if you're into wieners, this is the site for you. We crochet mini wieners. We did a giant 5-foot one. I can't pack that around, so I got my bigger one. And then we just did a Halloweeny. I gotta put his hat on correctly, but look how cute it is.
He is cute.
And then bam, splooges.
It's just too cute. That is
It
too
is.
cute.
I was supposed to felt the eyes, but I didn't want to go to Dollar Tree, so I just crocheted it. So it's not bad. But he is. He's cute. And then we're doing a Frankenweenie next. And we got the bolts for those going. There is a my coworker is obsessed with cows, and there is one that's called Barn Yarn, and it's a little cow wiener. I'm gonna have to make her that one for Christmas. I'm excited. We've been obsessed with wieners since like April, so it's been a whole thing. We did make a boob, and it has a squeaky toy in it. We do have a flower, and it's pretty massive. I'm not gonna pull her out though. She can stay over there. That one's not so much stream friendly, but it is in my setting. I made sure I went through and touched all that so I wouldn't get in trouble. 2, 3, 4,
Oh
5,
no, that's fine.
6, 7. Yes, go D-stream. I said, and you said awake, so I'm assuming you're not. It's late/early. Ew, yeah. But thank you so much. We'll put everyone to sleep after that long stream, since we're cozy. 3, 4. I shouldn't count out loud. I'm sorry.
I don't think that I mean, I don't have an 18 plus stream, but I don't think that mine really gets a little wacky doodle like where
Thank you for all the follows. Um, I
most of my
didn't.
people are older.
Right, that helps. I didn't at first because I was trying to do like family friendly because of the business, and then I was like, no, I'm like I want to just grow at this point, so I was like, I'm just gonna be me. So then we switched to and then of course we started the whole wiener parade. So I was like, nah, I better just move. And then somewhere in there in the settings, it's like mature. It's not just mature, but it's like educational and stuff. So I can show off my wieners on stream and not get flagged for it.
Oh, okay.
Um, but I laughed. I was like, this is technically educate. And then my kids, we watched some things and they asked a question. I was like, oh, go get the penis and I will show you. I was like, look, educational penises. I was like, I love this. It was different.
I did not call you old.
She did. I heard it. It's almost.
I
Don't
did
blame
not
me.
call you old. I'm just saying, okay.
Exactly. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, just because we're mature, I'm older than you. Ha ha ha. And I'm old because I'm the old speed limit. I don't even think 55 is a speed limit anymore. I think it's like 65 and 70 now.
Not in Iowa, but yeah. Uh,
Is it 55 in Iowa?
yeah,
Oh.
they don't they're it's awful.
I think one of our doctors is from Iowa. He flies out. He spends 3 weeks here. He works here for 3 weeks, then he flies home to Iowa, and I don't know if he's off for 3 weeks or what, but
That's weird, but that's the way to do it. I mean, it really is. Like I got my special friend up in Canada, and like his mom all the time harps on about, the free healthcare. But I'm like, yeah, but if y'all need a surgery, if it's not an emergency, you're waiting almost a year or better. As to where we can, like, yeah, it's gonna cost him his arm and leg, but we can literally walk in at any day and be like, all right, I'm ready for, you know, chop this off or take this, put this in type situation. You can't do that there.
Yeah, like, I was, on Oregon highways, 55 on Oregon highways and 50 to 55 on some Idaho highways. Welcome back, everybody. I was gonna say, like, there's a lady in my office, and she's getting I think, a knee replacement, but I've heard some countries that have, like, free health I'm gonna just say free healthcare. Like, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
free because I think they pay it in their taxes. I'm not really sure how that works. I don't really wanna bring anybody down my throat or anything for saying the wrong thing, but, I think, uh I think that, she would have had to waited for it. I mean, it took her 2 months to get her pre-authorization and everything that she had to do. You do pay
Yeah.
for it in taxes. I just don't wanna start
Yeah.
nothing.
No, so the stone moose, he's the one that when you did the whole Canadian Queen there a couple streams back, he's like, Canada doesn't have a queen. I'm like, I know. We're not I promise you, we're not that dumb. We pretend to be, but we're not. I was like, you and I both have missed part of the conversation that has happened, but it's not I was like, not what they
Um,
actually mean.
there's a streamer, Supreme Doom, and yeah, okay,
Mm-hmm.
Supreme Doom, she is the Prime Minister and Queen of England. I mean, Queen of Canada. The Prime
Canada.
Minister,
Okay,
yeah.
there you
So, I'm giving her England now, but anyway,
go. Lord.
she's a sweetheart. She, she's married to a ship, and, he can be a menace.
Which is fun. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yes. I've s which I do like a weird lurk, so I haven't been in a while, but I feel like it's been a hot minute since he's been in and caused chaos though, shipwreck. But I could be
Yes.
lying. I'm not in there every day. Like, okay, so 9 went fine for me. 10 is another one of those you do so many and then it's gonna be weird. So,
I am almost to 10, so but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to add a stitch at the ends for some odd reason.
mhm. Oh, on
So,
8, or I mean on 9.
yeah.
My 9 9'd, but I don't think my 10 is going to. Oop. And that could have just been that I skipped one because they are really close together. Because being off by one isn't bad. Like, I'll take that.
Yeah, because you can add a stitch.
Yeah, but when I thought I was missing a whole 4 of them there for a second, I was like, "Ugh, I don't know what we're gonna do."
Hi, Linda. How are you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, I was in her stream because she was talking about her commission that she had um to for
Ow.
June.
Okay.
For June.
I've done like one commission. It's for the lady that does my taxes. She did the skull shawls, but I haven't gone to that adventure of actual commissions yet. Like, being on a time crunch terrifies me.
I will say that that's the one thing about commissions, but most of my commissions, like the one that I'm doing for the keychains, I didn't know, found out November 2nd is when the baby shower is. So I have 11 days to get everything done.
That's helpful
So
then
so
versus
so
versus
technically I've gotten she only wants 30, but I think I've gotten 15. So I told myself if I make 2 a day, I'll be done in well enough time.
it starts off like that. And then it doesn't end like that though. Cause I was doing that with that micro unicorn pixel I did. I was like, oh, as long as I do 5 micros a day, it won't take me forever. And then nah. Then I started going cross-eyed. So I was like, nah, I'm good. I'll just do one once a week and call it good.
Oh, that was a beautiful blanket though. But the thing of it is with mine, she told me that any that she has left, she's going to take and put them in. She has like a little store and she's just gonna sell them. And I mean, she's paying me for them anyway, but she's like, I'll just sell them and I'll give you the money for them. I don't care.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool because then it gets your like a extra. Uh, it's still commission, but like a storefronty type.
Yeah.
I I know what you're saying. My brain won't go there with us, but we know what you're saying.
My pumpkin is going to be not whatever. Okay, so 4 single crochets. 1, 2. So, let's see. 1, 2.
Mine's wiggly like yours is.
Well, that's good then. At least they're wiggly together. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just because the increase they're not in a weird spot, but some of the increases are, especially like these rows where we're doing it randomly.
right.
Um, and then how many more do we have to fucking go? Freaking
We
a
have
lot.
at 10, 11, 12, and then 13 to 28 is just grow the pumpkin.
That is a lot.
You sell your items through an art collective shop. It's a pretty good system.
Oh, there you go.
My daughter,
Ko-Fi lets you sell too. Sorry, go ahead.
no. I was going to say, yeah, because I think that's where Crafty has his doilies is Ko-Fi or coffee or whatever you want to call it. My daughter sells, she's like, make keychains, mom, and I'll sell them. And I'm like, I like crocheting. But I do want to do a tomato festival next year.
Oh, there you go.
Everything tomato. I just about messed up. Enchanted. Almost messed up.
Don't do it. No, excuse me. Pardon me. So not 9 I ended up having to do at the very end 2 increases. Or 10 I mean. Nope. Stop it. I lied. Yeah, on row 10.
You had
I
to
had
do
2
2.
stitches left over, but I need 4, yeah.
Morning,
So I just had to
Panther.
do the like 2 increases or whatever. Wonder why and it's only on those ones that it's coming out weird. Because you do 4 increase and then 8 times or 7 times. I don't know. Weird. So I don't recommend the pattern.
I would just what I would do instead of this weirdo hunky hinky stuff that they're doing, I would just do an increase. It's going to be hexagonal. Let it be hexagonal because once you get to the rounds where you're going to grow the pumpkin, it's not going to matter. And if
Once you
anybody
stuff
out
it
there
though
wants to
too, yeah.
disagree with me, that would be great or not great. It doesn't matter. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I used to sell Christmas animals through a flower shop that had Christmas items. My big dream is to still is, oh, that would be, I would really, I would love to have a mobile yarn shop because I think that would do really good. Like a lady here, she does, I always disagree with Bray. I would just do the increases, the stitch counts till you get a normal round till you get to the, 96, and then I would just, it's gonna be hexagonal. Who cares? It's a pumpkin because 'cause you're gonna round it out. We're gonna put little grivets in it. We're gonna whatever, we're gonna make it a pumpkin. We're gonna make it a pumpkin. He would double what I asked, and so we would split what he took in. Ah, that's not bad, Panther. My mother-in-law knew a friend of the owner. There's a lady here that she did a mobile bookshop. Like, she had this cute little truck, and she would drive it around places, and she would, sell books out of it, and now she has a little small bookshop. So and I quit counting, so I'm gonna be
Gonna be in trouble.
yep. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how is the weather right now in Iowa? Because 'Cause I'm gonna say in Tennessee, it's rainy and 61.
Well, I'm like in the corner of Missouri, Iowa, so more Missouri than I just know Iowa's awful for everything because I went to college up there. But it's really kind of cold. A nice cold though. Like not a I'd run hot, so it's like amazing. 51 right now and the sun's out, so yes. Perfect go do something weather for me.
Well, I'm one of those type of people, I like to sleep with the windows open. So when it hits 50 degrees, the windows are open, I love it.
It we're not now yesterday it was supposed to be on the higher 70s and we've got the humidity so bad that we didn't open the windows, but it stayed like foggy and dark and then end up storming. So now I know it's even colder out there, but we might be able to crack them today. It just kind of depends on the humidity. Because with
Oh, okay.
Randall's MS, any of that humidity, once it like starts getting sticky at all, it just drains him. So unfortunately, I don't get to open my windows as much as I want. And then at night he shuts them because he gets cold. I'm like, nah, brother. I want an ice cube. I want to wake up to ice cubes hanging out my nose. Leave it alone.
You've never tried to sell your crochet. Um, I I think with the things that I'm gonna do next year, since I wanna do the tomato festival, it's in August. And I've just decided that I'm going to make like the little pin cushions, but they're not going to be pin cushions. I'm not going to advertise them as pin cushions. It's going to be like amigurumi tomatoes, and I'll put little eyes on them, little smiles. And then I thought about doing, some hats because I made Peepop a hat, and people were like, "Where did you buy that hat from? Where did you buy that hat from?"
Mhm.
And I've just got to figure out. I told my daughter I'd rather go with more inventory than not enough. So it's gonna be kinda hard because 'cause I've never done anything like that. I would love not necessarily I'm sorry, not necessarily to sell my crochet all the time because I wouldn't wanna take the fun out of it, but
Yes.
it would be nice to be able to make extra money every now and then. Well, I mean, I do, but, like, I don't know. Just I've got enough yarn. It's not like I need to buy yarn anytime soon. That's for darn sure. So I just need to get through the yarn that I have.
That's where it gets weird because like you know you're gonna be crocheting. A commission helps with the okay, I didn't know what to crochet, now I know what, but then you add the timeline and it takes the fun out of it because it is, and you're the perfectionist in you takes over and you're like, it's got to
Yeah.
be perfect. They're paying for it versus, oh, I slipped a stitch. Oh well, I know that it's there. I'll do the next round. I'll make sure to catch it in the next round type thing or something.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah.
It's weird. But I mean, like, girl, I think you could sell your wieners like just cute as could be.
I think so too if I tried.
You I think that sounds cute. Painting on making magnets. One of the girls that Kayla um works with in the suites takes those little stones from the Dollar Tree. And, of course, the Tennessee Vols are big around here. You selling your wiener sounds illegal. And so he's put a little
I'd
T
have to
on
put a
it.
business card with it.
Yeah.
Not for
She's not
prostitution purposes.
yeah, she's not pimping out any weenies. But, so he makes these cute little bugs, and they're magnets, but he uses the Dollar Tree glass. So, you can, I don't know, make a lot and sell them for a lot less. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah. See, and that's where that's why I don't like selling stuff too, is because like I know, and I know we've talked about it many a times, but like you charge so much an hour for your stuff, but like you're going to be crocheting anyway, so it's so hard to charge that full amount. Like what else am I going to be doing? Crocheting. I'll just be crocheting something that's going to sit in my closet because I don't need another I need another blanket, like I need another hole in the head type situation. But what else do you do, you know? And then like when I did my shawls and stuff, if I streamed it, I only charged them like half of what I charge an hour because I was like that I chose to stream that and I know streaming slows me down. And that's not fair to them to have to pay for a full hour when it shouldn't have taken me a full hour. It just
Right.
what takes 30 minutes took me 3 hours because I giggled and got
Yeah.
to talking. I fudged up. I don't know. I gotta go back. But I also don't want to short myself. But at the same time, nope, that's my double. It needs to stay there. Also had to pay. Yeah, and then you got your booth fee. You at least, yeah. Some of them aren't bad, but some of them are ridiculous. Think, was it in here that someone was saying it was like 100 a day or whatever? I know somebody was talking about it in one of the streams. 3,
I know
4,
that the one for the tomato festival that I wanna go to, it's $275 for
6.
2 days or 3 days. I think it's like
Dang.
a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but, I
Yeah.
mean, that's like $100 a day. Little less than $100 a day, but
Yeah. But is it their first? It's not the first one, is it? Like their first tomato? They've been doing it for
no.
a while.
Yeah.
See, that makes a difference too. If it's got enough years to it, like I don't. It's when it's a brand new one and they're wanting 50 to 100 for a first. It's like it's your first time. Like I know dang well it's for the most part gonna be a flop because you just didn't advertise enough type thing, so it makes it even worse. And it's
Yeah.
not even on purpose that it's just their first event, so it makes it.
Yeah, well, when you're established, it's a little better because, they're doing the advertising, people
Yep,
know about it.
yep. Well, and then but it also depends on it, like, if it's your one of your first few setups too, you don't have the fan base yet either, like, if you know you're gonna draw in your own people, like, makes a difference. Like, "Oh, everyone's waiting for me to open up 3, so I'll draw in a crowd too."
Okay.
I got one. She does, like, the flea market. We have a every Saturday flea market thing, and she'll take commissions, but she gives it like she does it in a weird way. She's like, "Okay, you have a month. Like your name will be on the bottom." Like she puts it on the thing. It'll be on the bottom for like a month. After a month, if you don't come get it, because she only will meet at the flea market, she just sells it. Which is she's got product out. It shows it off. Like this piece is to somebody, so but you can commission it type thing, and then if they don't come get it in the arranged time, she's not out because she can easily sell it
I
versus a full on commission type 3 where they don't show up, you're stuck with it type,
yeah,
or you want so much down, for.
I had to learn the hard way with that. I had somebody do that to me, and, like, I spent a lot of time on something and didn't ask for anything up front and spent the money on the yarn, went out and bought specific yarn, and I told
Yeah.
myself, I was like, "I'm never doing that again unless somebody gives me money up front." And we have huge events that ask $500 for 2 or 3-day events. Yeah, you can't it's hard. Um, but after that, I feel people out. I go, well, that'll be like, let's just say it was $150. I'd say, well, that's $75 up front. That's non-refundable. So if you don't if you don't pay me the other 75, you don't get the $75 back, but that's covering the cost. And then a lot of people,
Right.
because you can feel them out and and plus the closer you are with that person, it's easier. So, um, it's just a little hard to ask for people for money up front, but some people are like, "Oh, no, I completely understand."
It makes it hard too because you, especially if they're like, oh, there's no rush, because then you don't necessarily forget about it, but you have your own life going on.
Yep.
Something always happens.
Okay.
That was the wrong one, but
Okay. But I love going to like, we had one, I don't know, um, it was in Myrtle Beach, and they had it at the convention center. I don't even think the convention center is where it used to be at anymore. I mean, Papa would have to tell me, but I'm pretty sure the old convention center is no longer there. And they would have the Dickens Christmas event, and my mother would do that every year. And I remember traipsing that stuff in, setting it up, sitting in there with her for 3 days, and I was like, "Ugh." But she's the crafter, and we did it because you didn't tell Bray Senior you weren't doing it.
right. When I first started out, I started doing paparazzi, which is the jewelry, the direct sales company. I got really into it, and then like my grandparents were showing up to my events and sitting with me, and I had a big old storm come through and just wipe everything out. And I was like, I think I'm done. And they're like, no, we'll help you. And I was like, you don't understand. Like, I didn't tell you how much money is laying right here in this sopping thing. And they're like, we don't care. We'll help you because we're getting out and socializing. We want to do this too, but we don't want to do the actual work of it. And I was like, all right. But I was like, you're not going to like the price tag to start over. It's not going to be good. But they were troopers. They rebuilt, like, rebought all the pegboards, and like we set up a different thing so that way if it did storm I could close it and somewhat save it. Like, they
Right.
were amazing. 8, 9, this one's 10. Yeah, I was off by one. But then I had another storm come through and wiped me out again. And I was like, I am done. And they're like, that's fine. Like, back two storms in a row. They're like, yeah, I think that's a sign. I was like, yeah, I'm not. I was like, we'll figure out something. We'll do something else social wise, but I
Yeah.
can't mentally do that again.
Grandparents are great, though.
Yes, mine are. Mine are the best. Nah, a lot of them are good, but
My
absolutely.
grandmother, she would go to, like, auctions and things like that, and she would buy something, and I swear I just don't know how she did it. She had this, like, little shop, and she could just turn around and sell it for, like, double what she bought it for, or triple. I'm like, "I don't know how you do that." She had the knack.
Yeah.
She'd clean it up, spruce it up, do whatever she had to do.
See, that makes it hard too on so because like you know how much you paid for it. The marking it up, like I get you gotta make money, but it still hurts sometimes. Ow, my finger.
Now, our neighbors, when we do our yard sales here, they're hilarious. I don't know how in the world these 2 people get the stuff they get. She's like, "Oh, somebody just gives it to us, and we just put it in the yard sale." I'm like, who did I mean, you're just driving down the road and somebody donates and throws something in the back of your truck? What? She's just hilarious.
So my neighbor, like similar. So like they don't live in the house next door. It's their kids that own it, but they're not there. She's all the time packing stuff in and out, and I'm like, I think she's a secret hoarder and just goes all like to auctions and yard sales and grabs all this stuff and then swaps it out or something because she's not always next door, but she's always in and out randomly, and it's like, what are you doing? I think there's a fair way to go about housing, but some people's, yeah. Well, and I mean, even your yard sales are getting weird. Like, I know that you paid $60 for those jeans. Don't get me wrong. You can't really get jeans cheap anymore, but you also wore them for like a year or more. I'm not going to pay that $60 that you paid for them.
See, my kids, when they sell their stuff, most of the time when they do yard sales and things like that, they're, they're like, 2 bucks, you know, I've seen them even go a buck for a pair of jeans, but I don't think when people go if you say 2 bucks and they go 50 cents, and I'm like, "At least just go a dollar. Don't take it all the way down to 50
Right. No,
cents."
exactly.
But most of the time, my kids, they're really good when they do the yard sale. They make good money. This time I made more money than they made, but and I don't know how I did it because I really didn't have a lot in this one.
Okay, so what are we doing now?
I think we didn't do as well in this yard sale because we didn't have any baby things. Like one we had at the
Mm,
beginning of the year, um, Peepop came and sat in the garage with me while they did all the selling. But I think when people see baby things, they get out of their car more often, you know, because you can get a good deal on baby items.
yep.
So,
Well, and I mean, they a lot of times they know too. Just because you bought it doesn't mean you're gonna the kid's gonna get to wear it.
true.
And
Well,
just like adult clothes too, everything's branded so weird.
we went, I didn't
There's,
know that there's a place called Once Upon a Child. I guess it's
mhm,
like a
mhm,
franchise or something. I have no idea.
yes,
Well, I go with my daughter and she just takes stuff there and trades it in and then usually picks up a couple more outfits for Peepop. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, my daughter had got one of those Mama Roos for it was used when she got it, and she didn't know there was a piece missing off of it because she got it used, she didn't care. And so she
right,
was just, like, taking it in there. The lady got so rude and was like, "The piece is missing. You can't s you we won't buy this." She was like, "Okay, I'll just put it back out in my car. I'll sell it in a yard sale. I don't care." And there was a
right,
girl in there, and she goes, "I'll give you $10 for it." My daughter's like, "Okay." That lady was so
right.
mad. She was like, "But you can't it's missing a part." And I was like, "Lady, they're negotiating. You've taken yourself out of this. You you probably could have bought it and sold it to this girl for 30 bucks, but now that you don't wanna buy it," she's like, "I'll buy it from you for $10." My daughter's like, "$10 made, bye." Because I don't she bought it out of a yard sale probably for 10 bucks, you know?
And if it's exactly, and if it still works, who cares?
Yeah. Peepop liked it. She was like, "Yeah." That little thing wiggled her around. Oh, y'all, she's got such a personality right now. She just yaps, tells you how she
Oh,
feels.
comes by that naturally, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
I know. I know. My stitch didn't want to stitch. Oh, cool. We're doing a lot of frogging. Can we stop? Okay, I hate it here. Officially sad. Let's just frog. Yay.
Okay. And so now we're going to go. This is our last row, and then we're going to make, then we're straight 16 rounds with no increases. That's going to be my favorite part. Oh, hi, Swifty. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Sorry. Morning, Fairy Dust. How are you doing? I'm just counting my stitches. How are you doing? How is your days going? Mine is going good. It's a beautiful 51 degree, 50, 61 degrees. It's kind of windy and rainy. So, Enchanted Creations and I are making the same pumpkin. We got our pumpkins from Aldi. This is their kit that they have for 4 something. And I think it's like $4.49. And we're not really fans of the pattern, because I'm gonna agree with her. I'm not very fans of the pattern, but it's fun. Everything else is fun.
Yeah.
Just woke up and you need caffeine. Well, I'm already on my second Diet Coke, so it's not a good thing, probably.
Hello.
And, I will say this to everyone in the chat. Enchanted got to hear Biscuit pre-stream today and how he acts during pre-stream. He is a barkity bark, bark, bark. Oh, well, thank you, Swifty, and welcome in, Zombie. How are you doing?
Yeah, he does not like when you're on the phone.
No, he does not. I think I counted that right. 1, 2. Yep, yep. Does everybody plan on relaxing today? Because today would be a good day to relax. I may, go to the store and get some small things. And, for lunches for the week. Because hopefully I only have to work 4 days this week. I get to use my last PTO day up so I don't lose it. the new company is supposed to buy us out November 1st. And so we're going to lose all of our PTO that I won't because I use my PTO, but I did have 3 days left. And I was like, oh, I really don't lose 3 days because I earned it.
See, you would think that would roll over. Like it's not. It can't be.
Well,
It's hard to track, but it's not that hard to track at the same time.
I would have thought they would have just bought us out, but basically what they're doing is January 1st, they're giving us 4 weeks automatically PTO. So they just
Yeah.
want to start their program. So what they're going to do is they're going to buy us out November 1st. And then from November to December, they're going to prorate our days. So I might get 2 or 3 more days. I don't know. So I just want to use up all of mine that this company has given me because my first year in doing what I did, they didn't
I'll take a chocolate chip banana waffle. Thanks, Stellar.
Ooh, yes.
Now, row 12, I ended with 5 stitches, like I was supposed to.
Okay.
After, so
My
I don't.
my row 10, I ended exactly how you did. I had 2 stitches left and I needed 4 stitches. So I had to put 2 in each one of the last ones. So that's why I say I'm not really a big fan of.
Yeah, both of, what was it, 8 that you did that too? Yeah, 8 and 10 came out funky, but 12 just fine, which I didn't do anything different than what I had been doing. So whoever was in charge of counting that day was napping. They ain't getting there at the end of the year bonus.
No.
All right, so now I need. As admin, we get our PTO prorated, not prorated, but like on your
6.
anniversary date it starts over, and then like so it's always available. And I don't know how I feel about that, kind of. Like I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. I got a 5-year plan, so it's all good. But what if I accidentally take an extra day and then leave, like in the future? Like it makes me nervous. I don't want to have to pay back a day of
Yeah.
PTO because I
Well,
not
Stellar
smart
said you can
enough
come
to.
on over. She cooks like the end of the days are coming. She
Oh
says
my! Oh
she says
my!
she'll make you a chocolate chip banana whipped cream ready to go.
Yay! Ooh,
You're
that's gonna
closer
be
than
so
I
good.
am. So pretty positive you're closer than I am.
Where's Stellar? Where'd she said it earlier? Or they?
Idaho?
Yeah, I'm a little bit closer. A little bit. It's still a good 8. I want to say 8 to 10 hours. I've done that drive too, but I can't remember now. I think it's 6 to 8. I don't remember
Yeah.
now. It's been a minute. I travel, and when I travel, I drive, and I drive by myself because I'm an idiot and I love it. Cruel and unusual punishment. Let's take a
I
long drive.
I do like driving by myself. Now, I also do like being in the passenger side and letting Papa drive, but I do love driving by myself.
Yeah, y'all stayed as long though. Yours isn't wide. Wide, or it's wide, not. It ain't got much height to it, right? Sure.
Yep.
I had to like. I was like, I ain't looked at a map in a hot minute. Yeah, cause I mean, from where I'm at to Vegas is 21 hours. I mean, that's by GPS, like no stopping, no traffic and stuff. And I drove that there, and then I did that one. I had Randall with me on that one, so he drove, I think, like an hour there and an hour back. But with his MS, he was so nervous, and so he was having a lot. And then when we came back, we went through the mountains, so he was having too many attacks. Now when I went to Canada, I went from where I'm at to Ohio and then up, and it's like a 24-hour had I not stopped type situation. And I did that twice, so that was a lot. The first time I went completely by myself, met like 5 people off the internet, so it was a straight up stranger danger situation the whole trip. Like every time I stopped, it was a whole new person randomly off the internet. So I was like, this is how people like get abducted and don't come home. Like this is dumb, but I did it. And then and then uh the next time I went with my kids, so at least they were entertainment. And then we're getting ready to go back up in March.
I think Papa's been to Canada. I'm not sure. He's been pretty close to Canada.
It's kind of nice. It wasn't my favorite, but it was kind of nice. I get queasy on the mountain. Yes, I did. I get car sick anyway, just driving myself sometimes. But I did too bad. Didn't do too bad. It was just definitely the downhill going 80 that freaked me out, and then just the pressure. I went through a whole ass pack of gum because I chew so hard that it'd like be hard and have no flavor, so I'd spit it out. But then my ears would do the weird thing, so you're like, all right, more. Poor Randall, like I said, he went with me on that one. He had like a handful of just of gum because he's just like, here, just spit it here. We'll deal with it when we get out of this. It's like, thanks. Poor guy. They're pretty awesome. Like, I don't know, man. Canadians can be mean sometimes. No, they're not bad. They So Jeff is from the Quebec area, and so it's the French Canadian, and they weren't terrible, but like they pick up on if you ain't French right away, and it's like I'm trying, I really am. Please, I'm trying, and they don't say excuse me for anything, and down here you're like you do your or excuse me and all that stuff if you bump into someone. So I'm like trying to at least be somewhat friend because excuse me, that one's an easy one. So like and I just glare and I'm like, I'm just trying to be nice. So finally I just got to where I was mean. I was like, get out of the way, I want pudding. And they're just like, that's not French. And I'm like, I know, but I still want pudding. Get out of the way. Fatty needs her pudding. Like, we're speaking the same language right now. Food, move. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Papa has a
5, 6,
friend,
7,
a
8, 9,
streamer friend that's Canadian, and he's always like, we should come up there. I wonder how long it would take us to drive. Oh, you know what?
Yeah, Quebec. The Quebec it has a whole different. The first time I went up, I hadn't because like if I go straight up, which is like your Wisconsin and then into
Not
Canada and
bad.
over, it was going to be a shorter trip, but it would have been more Frenchness, and Jeff's dad was like, absolutely not. Do not go through Montreal and stuff. He's like, don't do it. And I was like, okay, I won't. So I went clean up to New York and then in, and that was a lot better. The only thing they've got enough English to like a lot. You could at least read it. They're understanding. Like I said, the people are everywhere. Everybody's rude though if you're not local. So it wasn't any different than not type situation. But the worst part for me in Canada was getting the gas, because they do, it's not because it's the liters thing, because they do the liters thing, but you had to pick whether you wanted like 10, 20, or 30 bucks versus a here you put your card in, you can fill it and go. No, you had to pick a dollar amount. Like, I don't know how many liters my car holds. I know how many gallons it holds. So I was like, So there's a couple times I'm like, sure, looks good. This will get me to the next gas station. Like, sweet, thanks. Like, no, I want out of here. It was off. I And it's not all of them. I hit one when I had the kids and we were coming back. I hit one that I was able to fill and go. I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, I don't want to have to stop 30 times in Canada. I want to get out of here. Like, let me out. And then Jeff, because he's such the sweetest Canadian ever, I was like, bro, I need to go to the bathroom. And he's like, okay, cool, they're over there. Bro doesn't tell me which one is which language, like which one means female and which one's male. So I'm like standing outside of the bathrooms just staring in, like, somebody please come out. Somebody's came out, but I couldn't tell what gender they were, so I had to stand there even longer. And I was like, I don't want to be rude and I don't want to misgender anyone, but I was like, but there wasn't. And we were at the movie theater, so it was crowded as crud. There wasn't a sign. It didn't have the little girl or the little boy next to it. It just said the Frenchness. And I was like, great. No, I should have been smart enough to learn toilet signs. But I know now. I know now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. Other than that, it was a pleasant little trip. Just make sure you know which bathroom means which. Oh, and they don't do plastic bags anywhere. So, which we talked about that before. You have to have your own bags.
When I lived in Myrtle Beach, we had French Canadian days, and
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't the best for like waitressing and whatever, because I don't think, and I don't know, but um I guess because of the pay difference. Like when I was a waitress, we made $2.09 an hour, and then whatever our tips were. So
Right.
sometimes they wouldn't tip, but I think that was because I think they paid their waitresses better at the time. They probably still do, but I know a lot of countries don't believe in tipping. So so
Yeah, it's not an expect. It's definitely not an expected, as to where here it like it's you're expected to tip. We do, but they still work for tip. Okay. See, I'm like, I I don't hate the tipping stuff, but I hate the tipping stuff because, like, DoorDash, like, I don't want to tip for my food before I get it. What if homie steals my milkshake?
true.
Like, oh, here's all your food, but I drank your milkshake because it tasted delicious, but I'm gonna pretend that, somewhere such and such didn't give it to me. I'm like, but they said they did.
Okay. Okay.
Don't DoorDash Sonic. They won't bring you your milkshakes. I lost 3 milkshakes, so I know it wasn't just the driver that day. I got my food, but I didn't get my milkshakes. So I know that was a Sonic thing.
We've
And then
tried to cut
like
back on the DoorDash. We've
yeah,
tried.
we've done 2 just because of the whole there's like 5 there's either 4 to 6 of us at every time, so it makes it even worse. You can go out to eat twice for the price that it costs to DoorDash
Yes.
because of the upcharge and stuff. Which I understand it to an extent. But like is it Hardee's? Hardee's doesn't do, which if you go in, you can do the combos and meal deals. Hardee's doesn't do that on their DoorDash. You have to pay
Oh,
for everything separately, so it makes it even more expensive.
you're a cave
Yeah,
hermit.
you're
I'm a
such.
cave hermit too, Stoned. I am. I would rather be a cave hermit all the time, but I will drive and go get our food.
He absolutely hates when I visit. That's my Jeff. Stoned is Jeff. He hates when I visit because he has to go from night shift to day shift because I'm a doer. I'm like, we're gonna go do these things, and he's like, no, it's peoply out there. I'm like, yep, and it's gonna suck, but we're doing it anyway.
I'm not a peopler. I'm not a peopler either.
See, I still have a weird. Oh, look, I have a fortune cookie. This is not a great fortune cookie pattern, but you can get a fortune cookie out of it. Canada has like way better yarn selection at their Walmart, though. I'll give them that. They
Do
win
they?
that round. Yes. Oh gosh.
Before we moved to this house, I worked at a Walmart that had, I mean, massive yarn selection. I mean, I don't know if they do.
And you
I don't
moved
really,
away from that? So rude.
yeah. That moving
Well,
to that
okay, so
Walmart was my worst career move I ever made. It was just a horrible Walmart.
depends on the Walmart. That makes sense, zombie. That makes sense. Uh, so not quite as big as the Crafter's Choice, but the the great big Crafter's Choice
Uh-huh.
skeins.
Yeah.
They have that, but it's the Crafter's something. It's cotton though, up there in Canada. It's the
Oh.
Burnett cotton. But it was a great big skein. When we went out on date night, I was like, bro, that's what I want. So we went and I got like 3 different colorway skeins, and then I got a Canadian shirt. I was like, yay, best day ever. And it was not bad price. It was like I want to say $14 for that big old something like that, 10 to 14 for the big old skein. Like you'd be paying that anyway, so it was like way worth it.
Yeah. You miss your cousin worked at Michael's. I'm telling you, I just wanna go into our local Michael's and go, "I just wanna work this section. You just give me all the yarn in this section, and I will keep it straightened, and I will work for yarn." I probably won't pick the cheapest yarn, but, I mean, then you never know. I pick what I want.
Michael's needs to step up their game though. Hopefully, I would. You would have thought with Joe, but now I know they kind of have with because they've still some of their signs even say like the Joanne stuff like that. I know they've merged and took quite a bit of that over, but it's weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like our Michaels here are awful. I think our Walmarts have a better selection of yarn than our Michaels. And I mean that's in my area though.
I just know that, our Michael's doesn't it's like maybe it's regional, but our Michael's is a lot of they have a lot of framing and painting supplies. I don't know if
Mhm.
more people paint here than they craft, and they have a lot of beading supplies too, like jewelry making, but the yarn is like I'm telling you, it's like 1 row. That's it.
Yeah. Uh, See, and it's weird that Hobby's not up there.
Welcome back, everybody. I like Hobby Lobby, but I only go to Hobby Lobby when they have a sale. So
Yeah, yeah, you gotta hit them.
and
Yeah,
that's
they're
every other
not.
week, so you just have to hopefully, you'll make it until the next week. The last time I was at Hobby Lobby, the manager for fabric and yarn department asked if I wanted a job when they overheard me chatting with another customer about yarn ball labels. Thank you. I will say this, Hobby Lobby does like, their Christmas bonus goes, like, if you're there 1 year, you get $100. If you're there 2 years, you get $200. So every year it goes up $100 for the Christmas bonus. So you could work there 20 years and get a $2,000 Christmas bonus. At least that's the way it was when a guy that I worked with, his wife worked for Hobby Lobby because he was like, she makes more on her Christmas bonus than I make on mine because she's been there for, you know, 10 years. And we didn't get that much at Walmart. I mean, but I mean, it's fine. We still got a Christmas bonus. And then actually, they did stop giving Christmas bonuses. People got grandfathered in, so you either got them or you didn't. I think somebody got upset because it was like, "It's a Christmas bonus." Who doesn't want free money? Calm down. Don't care what they call it. Just give me the free money. Yes, Papa worked for Hobby Lobby for 1 day.
Really? I was getting ready to circle back. I was like, I thought about it. Now I know, like, not to. It's not political but like I know they are quite Jesus-y, and a lot of people have issues with that, which is fair. But it's not. Um, I just, I just wish they were open on Sundays. That's when I want to go yarning. I don't want to. I want to go on a Sunday. Especially in the smaller towns, they would do so much better. Because I only have Hobby or Walmart. Um, 8. I think I skipped a stitch there, but at this point, I don't care. At this point, I'm not there. Check. I really don't think it's much better because they still don't scan their stuff. They still type everything, and it's so weird to me that they type it. Like they legit, if it says 349, they type in 349. Like,
It has something to do with the barcodes. They don't like barcodes.
oh,
Somebody
they
told me.
don't, and I don't.
It it's somebody told me it's religious. That's why they don't like
Okay.
barcodes. I'm like, "I don't know." Don't know, and like you, just it is easier to get carried away.
Undo.
I will say the last time I went into not the very last time, but one time I went into about a month ago, there was this kid, and he was at the cash register, and I wouldn't say he might have been a little bit on the spectrum. Very sweet, very nice. Asked me what I was doing, with my project and everything, my yarn. And then when I left, I heard the manager go, "Come here, we need to talk." And I thought, "You better not be saying anything to him because he talked to me and was actually, you know, not just scanning the
Right.
stuff and going." Because he's probably gonna be one of your best workers. He's gonna show up every day and be committed. Because I will say that a lot of kids that are they like the routine and they like having a job. Crafters get angry at me. Oh, yeah, he's not fun. Papa's not fun. Papa be fun is no fun. You are
I went
so
from 96 to 98, so my pumpkin's 98. So at some point, we're just gonna bump it up 2 more and make it 100 rats. Oops. Whatever. Dang old pumpkin
I
anyway.
would think that this would be the easier rows for me to do, but I feel like I've got the hiccups and it's taking me forever. 1, 2, 3.
There's almost too many though. So you get, especially streaming wise, you get distracted.
Like, I understand I don't think the pumpkin needs to be that tall, but I think we came out wide enough that it does have to be that tall for it to look pumpkin-y.
Right. Sorry. I didn't want to lose. Speaking of Hobby Lobby, you're using a Hobby Lobby hook. I love their hooks.
I remember when he called me when he worked at Hobby Lobby for that day, he called me, like, on his lunch break, and he's like, "Bray, I'll go back in and I'll finish the day out, but I do not wanna go back and work another day." And I was like, "Okay." It's just one of those things.
At least he finished the day and he communicated with you. A lot of people don't do that, so proud of
Well,
him for that.
he would tell you, yeah, he did. He got hired a couple days later with the company that he's working for now. I had I had
Oh, good.
to go down again to Montana. You're gonna wait a few years. Ooh. Um,
Hey.
he he called because is he coming in? Tell him not Um, he called because when we had first I we first started dating, he come home one day and he was like we weren't even living together. He come I happened to meet him at his house and he was like, "Yeah, I quit my job today." And I was like, "You got another one?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, no, that's not how that works. You only quit a job when you have another one." But that's how my mom had always raised us. You
Yep.
don't leave another but
I've only same. I always made sure to had another one, or it was like he said, 3 days. It was always a couple days later. Like for the most part, I'd finish out my 2 weeks, but I would sometimes I would plan it to where I had a week between though too, because you need time to adjust, especially if
Yes, you do.
because there's always seem to be a schedule change too. Because like for the most part, I always did night shift. Well, your training's day shift, so if you know, so it always I was like, no, I need to mentally be ready too. But there's what Hyvee. Hyvee night stalking. Absolutely not. Do not recommend it. Negative a million. I was I didn't know I was pregnant, and I was working and doing it, and I was like, I just can't keep up, and I was sick all the time. Well, I thought it was just workitis because I hated the job. So, you make yourself sick, but because I'm an adult, I kept going. Well, then I got to where I was legit puking in the aisles as we were stocking. I puked on a coworker a couple times because he was like, hey, you need to pick up, or I'd turn and he'd be there and I'd puke on him. And I was like, I am so sorry. But come to find out, I was like 20 weeks pregnant. And I was like, well, that'll do it. And then
Yep.
once I got my weight restriction and all that, they were just awful to me. And like I puked on the kid again. The second time I puked on him, he got to go home for the shift. I didn't get to go home ever. I was like, I'm the one who's puking on myself and my coworkers. You'd think you'd be like, you need to leave. Nope.
Right.
They made me stay. They were supposed to train me for cashier, but they never did. And I was like, that's fine. I rolled over one night and I was like, I just cannot do this anymore. I looked at my bank account. We got our taxes. I asked Randall, I was like, do I have to? I was like, I will search every day for the rest of forever. I was like, please just don't make me go back. He's like, we got our taxes, right? And I was like, yes. He's like, then no, we can survive off those. And I was like, oh, thank God, rolled back over, went back to sleep, woke up to an Facebook message from an anonymous, it wasn't anybody I knew, nobody that I worked with, telling me how rude and unprofessional it was for me to no call, no show and stuff. I was like, this message is like whole contradiction of being professional, but okay. I was like, first off, y'all knew I was pregnant. What if I died on my way in? What if I'm
True.
laid up in the hospital or something? I was like, you guys didn't even try to call. You just Facebook messaged me from a random account telling me how unprofessional I am. That
Yeah.
sounds cool. This chick that ended up doing it, because I had one of those played detective and found the accounts a link, like they were mutual friends. I was like, it's the same person. Ended up coming to work with the company that I'm at now later on, and tried to do the whole, well, I'm supervisor smarter stuff. And I called my supervisors and I was like, it's me or her. And I've been here this long, so you decide. She was not, she got called into the office that day and was like, goodbye. I was like, yeah, don't mess with me. I am a good worker. Just not for you when y'all are douches.
Right. Yeah, Papa's he's always after that, yeah, he's like that, I've just got to get another job. And I would be if I walked in tomorrow and cuz tomorrow's Monday. Woo, scary. Um if I
No,
walked
don't
in
remind me.
tomorrow and they were just like, "Hey, we're going to have to let you go." I would probably come home and I would not cry to them at all. I would probably cry all the way home. But, Papa'd be like, "We'll make it. Don't worry. And, I know you'll find something else, but we'll make it." And we would,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
have to start selling my
That
yarn
was
off.
right. You would. You would. That was the thing too. Like I always, I'll think of the word in a second. If I did get let go, I always took a week in between before looking for another, because I needed to make sure I was in the right mental space too, though.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those you and because you do work, most adults who do work 40 hours, so it was one of those like, okay, I actually have time to do stuff. I'm gonna go do all the things I need to do that I can do, and then be done, and then go back to slaving away. Because that was
Um,
my biggest thing.
yeah. Welcome in, Sir Tiddlywinks. Yes, crocheter is a word, and these hooks are 2.5 millimeters. So we are working off of a kit that we got from Aldi's,
Yeah.
and the hook came with it. So this is not my preferred size of hook, but I want to make sure the yarn makes it because they only give you so much yarn for these kits. But thank you. Oh, you're pulling out all your hooks.
Well, I had them out because all my stitch markers, but it gets smaller. These go down to 2. I got a straight 2, and it just gets smaller from that.
Now I
Some
have
of
one.
my kits.
Oh,
Go ahead, sorry.
no, I was gonna say I got a dog. He's getting on my
Oh, come
shoulders.
be a skip. He's saying it's quitting time.
Yeah. That pumpkin looks positively scrumptious. Smaller. Yes, they do go smaller.
Yep, I have a point. Yeah, I have a 0.5. Oh, 1.
Look at
Beautiful.
that. Look at that enchanted right in the middle of the yarn. Look at that.
Ew. Rude.
I
See,
know.
that's cheap. You know that weighs more than what it actually, like, there's not the actual amount of yarn there, and it adds to your weight, and they cheated you.
I know.
Good thing you paid for the kit and not by the weight. And that was a big ugly one.
I'm seeing if I can get it out, save it without having to re-knot it. Ugh. Nope. Gonna have to re-knot it. What do you think, Biscuit? I found all my steel. Well, I call them steel. I don't know if they are steel, but my small hooks, like Stellar's talking about the 0.5 and all those, and they're still sitting very nicely in the little container that I little I don't know. It looks like this. Hold on. Looks like this, and it's got all of them in it, and they'll probably never come out because yeah, not my cup of tea. Those small hooks are not my cup of tea. Oh, I see the rain. That must be why he's like, I think I'll get up and sit with you, Mom.
So check this out. So last round I was off by a lot, but I said screw it and just finished, right? So
Right?
this one I marked every 20. I made it to I'm only off by 1, so I made it to 97.
Oh, okay.
So I just don't know how to count. No, I don't know what this thing's problem is. uh we were one of my skeins that I was doing a project with, I pulled it out and it got really thin, so you knew it was like fading off or got stretched or whatever. And
Oh,
then there was this big ugly, like, it looked like a cocoon knot, and I was like, brother, ew. Like, it was weird. And then the other day I lost a hook. I didn't just lose this hook, I thought I lost it at the park, so I was like, all right, whatever, sad day, move on. So I'm crocheting yesterday at the library, and I'm like, oh no, my yarn was stuck. I was like, great, I'm about to get a big old yarn vomit, and I don't have my winder. I was like, whatever, I'll deal with it. I'm just gonna get through it. No, girl. I pulled this yarn vomit out, and it's my hook that I lost. My yarn ate the hook. I was like, I've lost many a hook in my day, but never inside the skein itself. I was like, how does one do that? I was like, that yarn is like, nah, I'm delicious. Take me with you. I was like, that is weird.
the girlfriend
Just
and
wanted
I
to share though.
are hoping to get into designing original amigurumi figures to accompany long form game book streams. Oh, wow.
There you go.
I usually cut the
There's a
knot out and do a standard join. I don't like to risk the knot coming undone and having my whole project. True.
yep.
I add silicone beads to my steel hooks, make it much easier to handle. You know what? I probably should do that. Well, I did buy a skein, however you want to call it, of yarn
Right.
from Hobby Lobby. And when I pulled from the center, because I'm a center pull girl, I got embroidery floss. where somebody had stuffed embroidery floss in the middle of the skein of yarn. And I don't know if they got scared, put the yarn down. I don't know, but I ended up with it. So, and I told Papa, I said, I feel like I should take it back. I mean, I'd have hated to been, pulled over by the Hobby Lobby police. I know, baby, but you're gonna have to come. You're gonna have to come around a little because I'd have been like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I don't want your embroidery floss.
Right.
I like bigger yarn. I don't like floss. But I don't know. Crazy though. And embroidery floss was the same color as the yarn. So it would have been hard. It's at least they orange with orange. They didn't, put some blue in there.
That's
And
weird though, even in itself.
yeah, buddy, here, mommy will lean back. I just need you to lay down. Just please lay down. I don't want you to be. I know, babe. Here. You want to get over there? Okay. He's like, I just don't know what I want.
Are we going later than you normally go?
Yeah, we can, or we can stop. It don't matter.
Well, I didn't know
Because
if he was getting restless because Mom, it's past time
he
type
does keep me.
situation.
He does keep me on a schedule, but he'll sleep. He's tired. I was searching for a center pull and yarn barfed quince in the middle of work. Sort and then someone had stashed. I know. And it would because they open them up when you get to the front. Or do they when you go through the self-checkout? I don't know.
Isn't quince like 4? I don't know what number it is. That's a lot. I mean, my one yarn, like I was telling, both ends was just a big old bleh. I was like, really? Oh, so sad.
5
5. Okay.
quintuplets.
Sure. I believe you guys. So I'm not gonna argue it. I believe you. That's what I was like. Cool. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I knew that. No. No. I know octagon. That one's got 8 sides because the octopi has 8 leggies. That's about all I got.
That's okay. For a while, a hexagon, when I was making my first hexagon cardigan, I did
Yeah.
5 sides instead of 6. Hexy. It's not the pin.
Okay.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was like all messed up because I couldn't figure out why when I did it, the arm didn't. Because when you fold the yarn when you're doing a hexy cardigan, the arm
Yeah.
folds. And it just wasn't folding right. I'm like, what have I done? Then I had to rip it all out.
Oh, gosh.
And I literally thought about it for a minute because I was like, can I just say goodbye to that yarn or do I really need to rip it out? And then I
I
thought,
can't do a star
you can't do a
like your
star?
granny. Nope, the granny square star. I can't. I don't know why, but because you skip the 2, like, because you don't have the corner, but you have the like little weird majigger. I
Yeah.
don't know why, but it always comes out funky. I'm gonna go grab my one, and ew, wee, I'm attached. I'm attached. I forgot I was attached. My count is
Never
always
think you
wrong.
need to learn Latin to get into crochet. Yeah. The only thing you need to know is how to count. And I don't even know how to count. So I'm just happy that I'm here.
Yeah, same, same. The best part with it, unless like, even if obviously we all have the same patterns and stuff and do it, they all come out looking different anyway. So even if you mess up, no one will know.
Yeah, no one will know. No one will know.
But so like you've got your points, which those I do okay on, but the like weird where your dip is, it doesn't it's not an actual stitch in there. Like it's a weird
Are
it's
they
too
are they
washed out for me
having
to show you.
are they having you just skip over the stitch, or are you doing a single crochet to go? And I call it a to go even though it's not, it's a TOG together. Do you know?
Uh you just skip. This one was just honestly this one was a graph, so I have no idea what the words were cuz I'm a graph gal, not a
Okay,
word gal, but it just doesn't look right. But some of it is too I'm left-handed, so sometimes it just looks weird to me, and if I
sure.
trust the process, it would be fine, but hell, who wants to trust anything? So I can't start yet. Not yet, and I
We're
don't
a
know.
generation not built on trust. We're a
I mean, fair.
um, if I don't count
Yeesh.
out loud, I
Yeah.
get lost in seconds. True. Crocheting will make you
Yes.
guess your grade 1 education. True.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Willow. Thank you for the raid. I don't know.
I
Elfie
need you.
McDork.
I do,
Elfie
Stellar. I
McDork. Thank you for the raid, Elfie McDork. I can't even, my brain's not
That is a
working. I am
great name.
so sorry. Welcome in. What were you working on? What were you working on? Um, Thank you for the follow. And that is upside down. I do not know what is going on. Thank you for the follow. S-
Papa broke stream.
Well,
I'll blame it on Papa.
yeah, we'll blame it on Papa for right now. Thank you for the follow, Willow the Whimsical, and thank you for the uh raid, Elfie. Twitch just doing Twitch thing. Yeah, it's on its own today. It's on its own. Um, but welcome in, Raiders. Yeah, Papa says he did it. He didn't do it. We don't know what happened. It doesn't matter. Um, Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Bray Crochet, and this is Enchanted Creation. I mainly crochet. I'm all over the place. Enchanted Creations. She is. I'm the Wooble Queen. Enchanted Creations is the Wiener Queen.
I really am.
So,
That's hilarious.
so welcome in and thank you for the follow, Elfie McDork. Thank you. Um, so I mainly crochet and I've been doing a lot of amigurumi lately. I did a towel yesterday, but I will say this, Elfie, if you do need to raid and run, I completely understand because we do end our streams for a reason. And, so if you have to go, you're more than welcome to lurk, but if you have to, bio break, eat, whatever, the wiener does she really wanna be called the Wiener Queen? I don't know. Do you wanna be called the Wiener Queen?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I like it. I like me a good wiener. It's all right.
Um, but anyway, we have fun, but we have both, she had gotten Enchanted had gotten this kit and I was like, "Oh, wow." And I went down to my Aldi's and got it. It's like $4.49 or something like that. And so she's like, "Hey, let's do it together." And I was like, "Hey, yes." So that's what we're doing. And she's speeding along. She is like 2 or 3 rows ahead of me.
I think I'm at 18. I think. I've either
God,
skipped
I'll try
one
to
or
wake
I'm at
myself up.
18.
And that is great. But thank you for coming in and thank you for the follow. And, we do have a link to a free pattern, so you don't necessarily have to buy the kit, you can make your own. But you resemble that remark. Um, but thank you for the raid and welcome in. And we're just cruising along talking about anything and everything. So feel free to join in. So you're on 18 already? So I think
Yeah.
I'll have to do it this way. Okay. I'm on 15. Or
Okay.
at least I think I am. I think I am.
I had a not too. I'm cool. Glad I pulled it because my pumpkin would have fell. It wouldn't have fell apart, but it would have fell apart. I love the shared chat because then it like forces our commands to do like it doesn't care.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
mentally I
mentally.
am the wiener queen. I crochet a lot of wieners.
How are you
I'm the
doing
wiener
today
queen.
mentally? I hope you are doing great. Yes, she makes very themed wieners too. You do themed wieners. So she's
Yes.
got a hollow weenie. She's making a Franken weenie. So they're all cute. I am doing great mentally. Counting down the weeks until this company buys us completely out. You just needed to breathe. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we do. We need to step away. Sometimes we do.
Hey,
Um,
sometimes I'll watch a TikTok and I'll be like, "That's enough internet for the day." I have to walk away 'cause I'm like, "That's too much."
I don't get on TikTok that often. I'm more on Instagram and yeah, Instagram because I
Sure.
think I've gotten my feed on my Instagram to be like all yarn and stuff. And there are people that I do follow and their stuff shows up, but
Right.
oh, I'm starting to turn up like a cute little pumpkin. I've got the I've got the fortune cookie going on now. Or it could
Mhm.
be a taco. If I did it right, it could be a
Mine's like a
standing shell taco.
yeah. Your it's about yours looks lighter. It could just be your colors, but
I think it is. I like Instagram because it's mostly inspiration. Yes, Instagram is great.
yeah.
Okay, taking their unicorn for a walk makes my heart happy. I have to tell you guys, I
Oh my
saw
my lurk.
described it a unicorn as a magical horse fairy. I had to click on it to see what they were talking about. It is raining pretty darn hard here. When does it start to snow in your neck of the woods?
Um, we always
Like we don't get
cool
anything.
story. We don't get actual like, oh god, it's cold, it's gonna snow every day until like January-ish. Um, Here the last couple years off and on, honestly, Halloween, it does something stupid on Halloween, whether it's stupid cold or snow. Like it's a wet rain, it's either rain or snow. But that's just for like literally the day. It's so freaking weird. And then around Thanksgiving, we'll get like a light dusting or more. And then Christmas, it honestly it's like the week before Christmas we'll get snow. Christmas itself is usually hotter than like it's a weird Indian summer type situation. I don't know why, but it because everyone's gathered and you want it to be cool, but now we're gonna sweat your wiener off. And then January is when the like -16 stuff starts. So it's but we don't ever hardly get anything over like an ankle deep.
Oh, okay.
And then so like we don't every starting in January you'll start to because it won't necessarily all be gone before you get your next set of snow, but we really
See,
don't get much. Now it'll drift and you'll have a lot in certain spots, but not anything nothing crazy anymore.
I think we are getting your storm from last night mentally.
Yeah, I'll say it was I sent it your way.
We don't usually get bad, snowy, icy weather until January or February. That's when we get it.
Yep.
And I am a believer, and I know y'all are gonna think I'm a believer in the persimmon. Whatever the persimmon says the weather's gonna be, fork, knife, or spoon, when you cut that little bad boy open. And some lady every year, she's on my Instagram. Every year she cuts a persimmon, she tells me what it is, and I know what January and February is gonna be like. I I bel and Papa will laugh at me because I believe in the farmer's almanac. I'm like, those people planted for years around that thing. They know what they're talking about. I don't know if they still
Yeah.
do, but, hey.
S-
I like to think unicorns as
yeah.
legendary herd guardians of yore. Think French cave paintings. They're always depicted very fierce, solitary, and presiding over herds of other grazing animals. Give me amigurumi ideas. Like,
Yep.
yes, it's like Groundhog's Day, but with fruit. Yes. Trust the almanac. I always do. So, hometown state.
Yeah.
I would think it would be kinda, and I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this because when I was little, we lived in Ohio, but I don't remember it snowing at Halloween. Maybe it did, and I just don't remember it because I was too little. But we also went out in those masks that you couldn't even breathe in, so
Yeah. All 10 of you from your area were the same same s- creature.
yes, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm I can find an old Halloween picture, and I know there is one. Y'all, that's some creepy looking stuff because it was like a plastic costume with the face, and it was scary as whatever. So, um, I am going to be a Diet Coke can for Halloween this year. I have decided to just embrace the Diet Coke completely, and that is what I'm going to be. Normally, all the girls in our office, we dress up as a collective, but I told them, I said, forget me this year. I'm being a can. Yes, I am what I drink. Oh, yeah. I think I've remembered seeing that. Goodness gracious. I wish I could show you all the rain right now. If this was snow, it would be a blizzard.
The can do attitude. I love it.
You're crazy. Mentally, I love you.
I think I can hear Randall snoring. Freaking goober.
Um, I've inflatable two man costumes. I'm trying to convince the boys to be two guy family, but oh, you don't need to. No, you don't need to waste good maple syrup. As a matter of fact, I had pancakes for breakfast this morning. I had syrup with a side of pancakes and butter. Butter and syrup with a side of pancakes. That was me. Your husband's totally on board. Gotta get them boys on it. I think Peepop is going to be this year, she's going to be a bat, and, of course, she's gonna carry her mummy trick-or-treat bag that I made her. Her mom's gonna be a ghost, and I don't know what her dad's gonna be. But I do know they're gonna go to Boo at the zoo. So
Ooh.
she has to so she's gonna carry my little
They
mummy
better,
bag I made her.
better be careful. They might mistake her for one of the bats that need to be in the exhibit.
I know. Her mom will turn into a spider monkey if they try to take her. We always joke about that
Right.
because I always used to when I would go see her when she was, like, a tiny, tiny baby and she'd gotten out of the hospital, I was like, "You really need to be careful getting in and out of your car because I mean, you would be an easy target because of the baby." And she said, "They'll be messing with the wrong spider monkey, mom. I will be all over them. They try to take my baby."
Staley, with her being so passive, she'll come home crying off and on. I'll be like, "Do I need bail money or do you just need a hug?" And she's like, "Just a hug, you weirdo." I'm like, I was like, "I need to know now." I got some phone calls to make if I need bail money.
I know.
Cause I don't want to like her feelings are valid, but they're weak. They be very weak feelings, and I'm just not that type, and it's hard. It's a struggle. So we do the whole. You're allowed to have your feelings, but they need to be in your room or over there, cause I can't. I don't want your feelings.
It's hard when I will say this, well, I had 3 girls, so they were all at 3 different stages in their life, so it's like I could have one that was mad, one that was crying, and then one that was just, like, she could have cared less about what anybody was doing, all in the same day at the same minute. "Oh, how are you doing, Dandy? How are you doing?
Right.
Welcome in."
My pumpkin don't really lay flat. I don't think he's necessarily supposed to, but
Mine's already getting the, like I guess where it's gonna how we're gonna put the lines in it? I don't know. I'm gonna assume that
yeah.
that's why it's looking the way it looks.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I was so used to the other ones that didn't do that. So I was like, man, this is not. Yep. You could almost tell about where them increases are is where our divots are going to be. So every
Yep.
I can, okay. Yep. I see it now. I'm cool. Again, I didn't want to trust the process. I just wanted it to be right. Ew. Look at
What?
my,
Yep, you got
it's
one
like,
too.
I did, I had the knot earlier, but this is just split. It's just like, I don't even know what
Your
that's.
Meg, you were given the option to likely be discharged late this coming week, but said no, that I would like to get on a, the Abilify injection, but we'll have okay, the rain is just amazing. Um, but we'll have had 3 different psychiatrists say this day, as the one I was assigned to was off for 2 weeks and they couldn't find a psychiatrist that would cover both weeks. You should make PP a pumpkin beret. I have made PP a pumpkin beret mentally. I will get a picture of her in it and put that on my Discord or on my Instagram. I will get that. But I made it last year for her, and it was too big for her head, and I thought I was making it small enough for her head because I was following the instructions, but it was too little. Well, Dandy, hopefully they'll be able to to figure out what to give you before they discharge you so that
Right.
but I would think that with everything, it's probably been a lot. I was thinking I didn't put my stitch marker back in my pumpkin. I was like, I was just gonna just keep stitching until I thought it got big enough, and then I was gonna stop because I was like, I'm just not gonna. I can't go back since we're in single rounds.
Right. I think I moved mine over one, but it's close enough that I don't care. Typically, I try to count and make sure it's perfect, but I'm not gonna lie, this is a lot. I'm kind of over it.
Oh, now. Did we pick something hard? We could have done the ghost
No,
because didn't you have a ghost?
yeah, we could have. I don't know. No, it's not hard. It's just
It's a
it,
lot.
it's hard. It's hard for stream because we're talking and like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Not only are we talking to each other, but talking to chat, and there's a lot of counting for that one. But it was not. Didn't help that it had that weird stuff. So you're already like, really,
yeah.
really. I don't know that mine's gonna be tall enough.
It
Doesn't
will
I
be
still
tall.
got quite a few rows though. I worked through my weird chunk of yarn too. It was like thinned or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Mine ended up breaking, so when I snipped it, so I just did the join.
Sorry. Oh. Well, why not, Shelby? Why aren't you making anything? And good morning.
Oh, good morning, Shelby. And this doesn't, and I will say this doesn't have to be an all day thing. If I
Oh,
mean,
good for now.
I don't need your kids being starving and me being the
Oh,
reason why they're starving.
we have an air fryer. They're fine. I ignore them
Okay.
most of the time anyway.
Oh, okay.
Randall Randall usually goes to his brother's, but I heard him snoring, so he hasn't left yet. Well, that's a lie. I felt a presence behind me like maybe 5 minutes ago, so he may have looked in and left, but it's not a big. They're 9 and 13. They're good.
Okay.
They don't. I so Randall's Mr. Mom. I am just the mother that birthed them. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I do stuff with them. I'm just not. I'm not the very motherly type, so
There's nothing wrong with that.
they are
Papa was
clothed and fed and stuff. Like mm-mm. I didn't have a good mother figure though, so mothering did not. Protective wise came naturally, and certain stuff did, but not a lot. Not a lot.
I worked night shift a lot when they were little, so Papa was he was the Mr. Mom. He was
Right.
the Mr. Mom also.
It
It worked
it
for
happens
us.
though.
It
Yeah.
worked for us.
with Randall's MS, he can work, but he also can't because there's not many jobs that he could do or would be lenient with him because it's a day-to-day thing because he has multiple sclerosis, so it's
Right.
a day-to-day type situation. So we've always just I've been the worker and he does the caregiving. So
Okay. Mm.
dog mom. Yeah, I can do it. I mean, not saying that I can't, and I do, because Saley is not Randall's. So her and I was on our own for 3 or 4 years there at the beginning. So I know what I'm doing. I just since I don't gotta, I don't. Sounds weird, but I do because of the MS. I do all their social events and P parent
Pe
teacher. I about said PTO. I do all their PTO, PTA stuff. Like I do the weird. I get to be the fun parent, and he's got to you need to shower, you need to do your homework. Your mom's gonna be home and she's gonna yell at you. And then like Wednesday, since I stream every Wednesday, it's definitely a you guys need to have your butts washed before your mom gets home. You know she's gonna stream and she's gonna be mad. And it's not that I get mad, it's just if I don't go as soon as I get home, I won't go. And I'm trying to stay consistent.
I heard you were
Trying to stay
saying that
consistent.
you're thinking about starting an hour later because so you're not hangry.
I yes, but it's hard because if I don't go, then I talk myself out of it. And I'm like, don't do that.
Sometimes the hardest part of streeting is hitting the start
Oh
button.
my gosh, yes. Yes. I'm gonna don't text me. I'm not on the clock and I don't get paid for on call. Go away. Uh MS is hard. Yeah, it's a lot. I so when Randall and I got together, he was on Rebiff or something like that, and it's a I want to say 3 times a week shot, and he always did his like thighs, and then he could do and then his belly. Well, I was like, "Oh man, that's, pretty limited spots." He's like, "Oh no, we can do the back of my arms or we can do my" He's like, "Every once in a while I'll give one in my back, like the back flubber." I always did the back of his arms cuz that's like most tender. So I was like, my guy." And he's like, "You just like being mean." I was like, "Yes, yes I do." I was like, "I can't be mean. I do healthcare." So I was like, "I can't be mean at work. This is the one time I'm allowed to like, oh, so sorry. Did I get the wrong size needle?" It's preloaded, so it wasn't, but it was like, because gauge size does matter on your needle. So I always just teased him. But I've always been, it's just how we've been. And then we shouldn't, but we make the death jokes because, I mean, he's going to die. And we try to keep it fun and not totally dark for the kiddos. Like the whole, like if anyone coughs, we're like, "Oh, no dying in the house, take it outside," type situation. And then because of life insurance, we're like, "Make it look like an accident."
Listen to you.
You get paid double if it's an accident. So it's one of those like, go on and take it outside, make it look like an accident. And then we don't have it notarized, and that's on us, but like he does not, he wants a DNR and stuff, and we just haven't taken the stuff in. And I was like, see if you go outside though and croak out there, I can be like, "Oh no, I didn't find you in time. Here, let me call 911." He's like, "This is so morbid." I was like, "It is, but it's just how we deal with it so we don't break down and cry because it's MS is ugly. So ugly."
I worked with a girl. She this was like let's see, Kayla was so it was like 20 years ago. And she got Lyme disease. She got bit by a
Yeah.
tick and whatever. And she equated it to like MS because she was going to lose all of the, and I was like, goodness gracious. It's kind of, you know, but at least you can make light of it. And I always named her back flubber, back fat Betty. I would come over and she would say, it's listen to you. Oh, I didn't know what Papa, are you gonna have tacos for lunch? Yep, Cycly, how are you doing? Hi, Emma. How are
Oh,
you doing? Thank you for the lurk. I am caught in a my hook is caught.
I had my lunch. I had leftover buffalo chicken mac. Rude.
Oh, okay.
Rude. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
I'll probably. I'm at. I'm doing 20 now, so probably get through the to the 28 just through the weird crap,
Okay.
and then we'll probably call it there
Okay.
because that'll be
Well,
pretty late for you.
Biscuit's like, yeah, I just said his name. He's like, what? He didn't get a nap yesterday. After stream, I mean, I didn't stream hardly. I think I streamed maybe 2 hours yesterday if I was lucky. And
Yeah.
then I started doing laundry, got all the laundry. Well, I still have one laundry set of laundry I got to fold. So, got all that hung, got all the bed sheets changed, and cleaned the bathroom, stuff like that. I felt very productive yesterday. Sometimes my weekends aren't very productive, not very productive at all.
Uh, same.
'Cause I'm
We
just
did
like,
like 4 loads, but my daughter got a bunch of clothes from someone, so she had to go through all of that. So I was like, all right, time to wash it all.
yeah,
She was not thrilled. She was like, yay, new clothes, boo, laundry. I was like, fair, kid, fair. And then obviously I had crochet yesterday morning. I came home. I almost napped, but I was like, no, because about the time I nap is when you would be free. So I was like, just tough it out, tough it out.
you didn't have to do
But
that.
no, if I nap though, it messes up my sleep schedule, so I try not to anyway. But I was like, "Ugh, I could use one."
Papa was like, "Oh, I thought you were laying down napping," and I was like, "Nope." Biscuit was laying down napping, but he didn't lay down and nap very long. He was just like, I think I was with changing the bed sheets and stuff like that. He was just like up and down off the bed, up and down off the bed. Like it was I don't know. My cup cozy and matching mitten won't post on Discord. Oh, it won't. Well, I'm not going to be checking Discord today since we're doing the collab stream, but maybe I don't know. I don't think that should have anything to do with it, but I don't know. This I will say this, this is I'm glad that we're doing this together because I don't know how long I would have done if I was doing this by myself. Been like, yeah. I have the ghost, and the Jason's mask that I got from Five Below. Those are my last, I think, Halloween themed things that I've got.
Ooh, yeah. I forgot to go to Five Below. I don't know. I don't know if I have the energy to leave my house. We'll
Well,
see.
with
We'll see.
I was gonna have the energy, hopefully, to leave my house to get things for lunch tomorrow. I might just put it on a and pick it up on my way to work tomorrow.
Right.
Because we have a, like, little small refrigerator in our area, so I could just put my lunch things in there. That way I won't have to pack every day.
Oh my
And
gosh.
since it's
I will
only
work dump. So go ahead. Sorry.
No, 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 I was gonna say, it's only the people in our department, so I don't have to worry about somebody stealing my food.
So when I came, so a year ago, well, right now ish, I had started in the office. Like I was doing my training during October, and then November I was officially by myself. There was so much expired shit in that fridge. It was embarrassing. I was like, y'all, because like we're healthcare, but we're the admins of the field. So it's like we sit there and preach the whole, put a label on it, 3 days, it's got to go out, state, blah, blah, blah. I pulled out some like butter and some jelly that was like 4 years old. I was like, this is gross. I was like, absolutely not. I am not putting my food in next to all this. So I did this like massive clean, and like it was like 2 or 3 months later, my boss came through and was like, "Oh, where's this at?" And I was like, "Girl, I don't know." I was like, "In the garbage can 3 months ago." And then we hired, I want to say 2 or 3 months ago. It stayed clean. It's been pretty. The only thing that's been in there is like a case of water here and there type situation. Well, 2 or 3 months ago, we hired a new gal, and that girl does not do her dishes, and she does not take her food home. There was half a Jimmy John sandwich that sat in there for like 2 weeks, and she walked by, and I was finally like, "Girl, if you don't get your groceries out of that fridge, I'm going to literally throw everything away. Whether it's you brought it today or not." I was like, "Get it out of there." I have no idea what's yours and what isn't, but for the most part, I knew because it stayed fine until she showed up, and then it started getting messy. And my emotional support coworker heard me saying this. She's like, "I only have a yogurt in there. Please don't throw my yogurt away." I was like, "Girl, I wasn't talking about your dang yogurt that you bring every day. I'm talking about this half pizza that's still in the box, this half Jimmy John sandwich that I know for a fact is like 2 weeks old because I was there when the DoorDasher was like, 'I'm looking for this person,' and I almost told him I didn't know who it was because she was new enough that I forgot. I forgot her name. I was like, we don't," and I was like, "Oh yeah, 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 we do. She's in the back. My bad." Because like her office is in the way back, so I kind of forget about her. And I was like, no, clean your crap. And I started pulling her dishes out because she'd bring lunch too, so it was Tupperware. I started pulling it out and putting it next to the sink. I'd like rinse it and dump it so it wouldn't get super nasty. But I was like, I'm not washing your dishes for you.
No.
I was like, you're at least 20 years old. You can do your own dishes. I was like, this is getting to be a lot. So I finally like raged out on her. I was like, please clean up after yourself. Gross. Like, there's no other way. Told her to she needed to start putting a date, and after the third day, I was just gonna eat it because I was poor. She's like, well, and she's one of those toothpick gals. She's like, I literally like take 2 bites and I'm full, so it would be fair. I was like, slap a date on it. It won't go to waste around this fatty. I was like, I probably still wouldn't, but I'd at least get it out of the fridge
True.
because I was like, that's just kind of gross, and I don't want her grossness touching my
Food.
freshly brought in stuff. Yeah. and I didn't have room for my Mountain Dew, so I was getting mad. I was like, at least leave me space for my own sodas.
Yeah. It's a community refrigerator, not just a you
Mm-hmm.
refrigerator.
Exactly. And then, like, we're having this conversation. My boss can't hear for crap, so I know she didn't hear it. The next day, she brings in a bunch of freezer stuff and like loads the freezer. I was like, I will throw it away too. Don't test me, girl. I was like, I will do it. Freezer stuff lasts longer, obviously. I was like, but you still got to make room and share.
Yeah.
I was like, don't do it. She had some like tea in a jar. It was weird. I'm sure it was like still good, but it was freaky. So she got really mad because it was like a fancy tea. I was like, I don't care. Get it out of there. Thankfully, state don't go through our fridge, but if they ever decided to,
When I worked at the
that'd be
hospital before I
rough.
started working here, I don't know. It's the people that come through the hospitals every 3 years and they go through all your files and everything. Well, our area had its own refrigerator and we had to clean it out or we had to get rid of it. So I
Hmm.
brought cleaning supplies in, I cleaned that thing out, scrubbed it from top to bottom, and then our supervisor put up who would be responsible every week cleaning it. And I think I didn't have to clean it for 2
Oh,
weeks, 2 months because I scrubbed it and they were like,
right.
but, I was like, "No, I don't care." But, I mean, I don't wanna bring food in and whatever. It be touching stuff that
Yep.
but there was
My
a lot of old
favorite.
stuff too. Your
My
fa
what, baby?
I said your favorite.
Hold on. Sorry. Saley stepped it. She forgot I was streaming, so she was like, "Are you still talking to yourself?" She came to check on my mental status because she thought I was talking to myself. Don't mind me, just going crazy. Takes three signatures to have me committed, just so you know. Thanks, kiddo. I think that's changed actually now because I think you can do a 96 hold or something like that, but it used to have to be three signatures. I think for a legit commitment, it's three signatures.
You worked in a group home and you checked all of everything. Hey, somebody's gotta do it because there are people out there that will just leave stuff, and I was like, "If it's there at the end of the" after I cleaned it, I was like, "If it's there at the end of the week, it's gone. You better tell me you're taking
Yeah.
it home Friday night or Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock. It's out
Yep.
because it's not spending the weekend because 'cause we're not here, you're not here, it's not gonna get ate."
Exactly. Exactly. One of the nursing joints that I worked at for a little bit, it was freaked me out. I never brought my food for that. I would just pay the like $2 to eat the nursing home food because the staff fridge, you never knew if there was going to be a urine specimen in it or not.
Yeah,
And I was like, that is definitely a health code violation, y'all. Like, y'all wonder why we keep getting, like, state keeps coming through and dinging us. Like, that right there be why.
yeah.
Like, you have to have a separate fridge for bodily specimens. I was like, y'all are gross. I'd rather eat bland nursing home food than be contaminated.
Yeah, ugh.
We had one, yeah, we had one chick that this was before me, so I don't know how much of it was rumor or not, but she straight up, she was pumping, and like, I don't know if she just didn't bring something or it broke or what, but she ended up putting, and she'd worked in this house because we have ISL. She had worked in this house long enough to know better and knew, especially like what type of cup not to use. But she had poured her breast milk in one of the consumer's cups, and it was like his favorite. It was like a mug. It was like his favorite one, and he legit just thought it was his milk that he had left. Like, oh, I must not have finished it this morning, type situation, and straight up drank it. And she
Ugh.
tried to like get she, she didn't sue, but she was like throwing a fit at like our company, like, oh well, blah blah blah. You know, I need to be compensated for that. And they're like, brother, you just like poisoned a consumer technically, and like, no. Like, if you take the like, we technically have to report you to state for this, and it got ugly for a minute, and it was like weird as crap. Like, how you gonna? I mean, yes, it's upsetting. You know, you lost your breast milk, but at the same time, you've worked in that house long enough to know that don't do that. Especially that cup. Like, it'd been whole different if she would have put plastic over it and been like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. Like, I whatever broke or I didn't bring it, but I because you know you have to pump. It hurts. I get we got that part, but the everything else after that was like no." Yeah, Stellar. A lot of them do. Stellar or a whole, depending on the size of the facility, will have a large one, but not this little sketchy joint. I was not there very long, that's for sure. I had left that job and went to Casey's gas station. I had never worked a gas station before, and I don't recommend it. That is awful. Gas station work is awful.
I've done that in my life.
It's not quite retail. I mean, it is a retail. It's a form of retail, but like, I don't understand how people are so ugly to retail workers. Like, you chose to go in that store and you chose to shop there. Why? Why you gotta be so ugly?
Because they can.
I know, but oh, stress me out.
'Cause they
Yeah,
weren't spanked enough as children. That's what I always say.
clearly,
That's
clearly.
I would have never talked to a person like that. My grandmother would have knocked me into next month. Forget next week, next month.
Yeah, I can't say I never have, because I have been tired and said things that I regret. But like, at the end of the day, no. But kind of like you and the self checkout stuff, that is, I do not. That's so stupid that we are going to self checkouts, and then they get mad when you like accidentally don't scan something. Like, I'm not try. Some people do steal. Yes, I'm not saying that, but like, I'm not trying to steal. It was legit a no. So like, how are you gonna be so rude and hound dog me if I did miss something? Like, it's legit not my
I
job
bought
to
Okay,
scan
did
my own
somebody do
crap.
something? Oh, thank you for the follow, Danny. I'm just gonna say Danny. We're gonna be safe. We're gonna be safe. I'm pulling my bot up right now. Says I have a bot running right now. So
Did it take a nap
something's
on you? Did it?
is
Oh, I
something's
need
taking a
to.
nap. No, it's saying
Something
one of
else.
two. It's partially connected. So something's wrong.
Mm.
Nope, now it's saying two of two connected. I don't know what's going on. It's probably saying woman.
Why are you messing with things? Yeah.
But thank you for the follow, Danny.
Speaking of, we had a few over here I need to add to my count. Had 4. I need.
Oh, thank you. You have a nice day, Stellar. Have a good lunch.
Oh, yeah. Lunch? Wasn't she just making waffles? We've been there like that long?
Yeah, I think we've been that long.
I believe it, though. Yeah, 3.5, or yeah, about 3.5 hours now.
I am getting ready. I'm on round 21. So I don't
Oh,
feel
you're not
like,
too far behind then.
no.
I'm on 23 right now.
Hey, Bibles, how are you doing? Welcome back. Thank you, Bubbles. I love all the stuff you put on my Discord, and I get to live through you, live through you vicariously because are you got the gumption to actually get out there and do your hustle. So I live vicariously through you. Well, the rain has stopped. That's a good thing. So when we stop streaming, Biscuit will go out. I think I could put that dog in a rain jacket and he still wouldn't go out. His feet would get wet.
Right. Uh,
Actually, I'm going to do something I normally don't ever do. I know you hear it. You can't have this because it's got chocolate on it.
Aw. She's being mean, ain't she?
I am being mean.
If you need to stop, we can.
Oh no, I just need to have I needed to take a protein snack break. So
Fair.
just so you know, Reese's
You picked like the
pumpkins,
worst thing, but okay.
Reese's pumpkins, I think have like 2 to 4 grams of protein in them. I mean,
Yeah.
the rest of it's probably not really good for you, but
Yeah, I actually don't like Reese. I don't like their peanut butter. Their peanut butter is weird.
now I've never had their peanut butter in the jar. The sugar may be
Well,
bad,
I don't.
but I need it right now. So,
Right. But it's so good.
I've
Might be
never had
bad
their
for me, but it's good and tasted.
have you ever had the Reese's peanut butter in the jar? I know we've had a
No,
peanut butter
I
I
didn't.
know we've had a peanut butter discussion before.
I didn't realize they did that. But no, I don't. I'm not a super fan of peanut butter anyway. But I have come to, because I can eat different ones. It's the Reese's itself that I just don't care for. Like Reese's Pieces. It's something about their own particular that I don't like.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
am a weird. I do eat like a weird 5-year-old though too. I do. Oh my gosh. So let me tell you, uh, Walmart has Paw Patrol tater tots. They are the best, and they crisp up so good in the air fryer.
Oh,
In case y'all are needing a tater tot experience, highly recommend. There's little paw prints, stars, and a little bone, but they amazing. Oh, to die for. Just
well,
just
Papa
figured I'd
is a
share.
potato man, so
My second favorite potato is smiley fries. I think it's McCaff or McCafe or something from Walmart sells them. They don't air fry up as good. They're definitely a grease, like the drop in the grease type, but we air fry them because I don't like to do all that grease crap. But
are you ready to go out, Biscuit? You want Daddy to come get you? Because I feel like I mean, he's growing. I don't know where I got that eyeball from. It's the center of an eyeball.
oh
Oh,
yeah, I don't know, but even mine's kind of funky. Like it's not standing as much as you would think it would, but once we actually stuff it,
yeah, and put the
it
string.
might. But we do have like 1,000 rows of decreasing to do.
I see that. I might do a couple
So,
offline.
yeah.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He's like, "Hi, Dad. Love you."
It's just funny because he, like, even this morning when you guys were, when we were setting up, he was all grunting and whining, like you could hear him. But the second you actually stream, he stops. That or
Well,
your noise canceling kicks in and you just can't hear him.
nope. He's like, "Oh, it's time for me to lay down." Plus, if Papa's doing anything with, if we're in the same room and, like, he thinks that we shouldn't be, he gets that way. He's like, "Oh, no, you 2 don't need to be together." I don't know why he feels he needs to police that, but he does.
Our late dog Goggles, the one that's in a few of my videos and stuff, he would do that to Randall too, because Randall does this weird. I don't even know what he does. But he does this weird thing with baseball cards, and he does it at the kitchen table. Well, Goggle, like, for the most part, he sits in the living room and watches TV. Well, Goggles would go in and, like, huff at him and hit at the door and be like, bro, no, you're not supposed to be in here anymore. And he'd have to tell the dog, like, I'm fine. I'm just doing my card thing. Either sit or leave me alone. It got to the point where he would pull out one of the kitchen table chairs so the dog could sit at the table with him and watch him.
Oh,
I was like, that dog was spoiled. And that's where it's terrible. Randall spoils all of the animals, though. Not the
um,
raccoon, though. He went after the raccoon with the baseball bat the other night, and I was like, you leave Rachel alone. She belongs here like all the other little neighborhood animals. But for whatever reason, Rachel made him mad the other morning, and so she wasn't allowed to have the cat food.
we had a groundhog in the yard yesterday. I almost let Biscuit out,
Oh gosh.
and I was like, it was a lot bigger than Biscuit, and I said, "He'll take Biscuit out." And Papa
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, I don't think that," he said, "I think he'd run away. I don't think Biscuit would try to catch him." And I'd be like, Biscuit would expect him to be like the bunnies and hop, hop, hop. But
Yeah, they're mean in their own. 12.
I will say at least mine's got the little bumpies like yours, like, so I don't feel so bad.
Yeah. Yep. It reminds me of us. It reminds me of like the 2-liter bottles,
Oh,
like the little ridges of the two.
yes.
That's exactly what that's giving. Yep.
Let's see.
Yeah, we have a possum out there. We've named it Penelope. We have a deer named Darla.
Oh,
And then the raccoon is Rachel. We had a dog that dog was rude dog. He wasn't mean by any means, but he wouldn't come up to you, but he'd steal stuff from the neighbor's yard and bring it to the other neighbor's yard. I
oh,
have one of them jailhouse shower shoes in my front yard from where whoever he stole that from brought it over. But we named him Daryl. And then we have the turtle named Thanos.
ah.
We're weird with our names. We're so weird with our names.
Well, I wanted Biscuit to be Brutus, but Papa named him Biscuit.
Brutus is a good one too, though.
I
Biscuit's
wanted
good though too.
well, I want him to be Brutus because when he barked, I wanted people to think a big dog was coming, and
Mm-hmm.
then this little thing would show up, but he does look like a biscuit. He's brown. He's not a burnt biscuit.
Ow.
Okay.
Do we want to do the ghost on Wednesday?
We can. We can. That would actually be really good.
It looks really cute. I do like that the stem of this, I was looking at that, is it's just a loop.
Yes.
Um versus a like another in the round type crap, especially with the way they in the round.
Yes.
I was like, oh great.
Okay. We're almost there, buddy.
We're getting closer.
Okay. Come here. I'll hold you. Now you don't know what you want. I don't think people really want to see your toy, babe.
Yes, we do.
He's like, fine. You don't want to see it? I'll just lay here and chew on it. We got him these indestructible, uh,
Mm,
stuffing-less toys so
yeah,
that because sometimes when we eat dinner, he eats dinner at the same time. So, it was more like so he wouldn't bark at us during dinner because sometimes he gets done and he's like, "Hey, I mean, if you're still eating, love for you to give me
yeah,
some of this." Um,
yep.
so we give him a toy. He had that thing destructed and the squeaker out of
I,
it by the time dinner was over. I was like,
yeah,
"Goodness gracious." We figured if we got him one that didn't have stuffing in it, it would be fine. He wouldn't feel the need to rip the stuffing out. But he's like, "Nope, not not gonna it's not gonna work. I have to destruct it." I know. Hold on a minute, baby.
goggles. Goggles did that. There was quite a few, like because Dollar Tree, we just grabbed some from Dollar Tree because we knew either it didn't matter how expensive they were, he was going to eat them in that same day. So we would grab him some. He had this one though that for whatever reason, he would toss it around a little bit, but he always put it back in his kennel. Like he never ate it.
Oh,
And so when he did pass, the kids are like, "Can we keep this one?" I was like, "Yeah, that's fair." But like there was one, I sent Shelby the picture of it. I had stood up from my bed and there was just a line of like the stuffing bodies and I was like, do you think he's plotting my death? Like there is a trail of carcasses to my bed. I feel, should I be worried? he was such a he was getting there. He was such a pup, but I feel so bad. Randall spoils them all, but he's also the one that usually ends up ending their lives, and I feel bad for that. He
um,
let him out and he got squeezed type thing, and I'm like, Randall, like why? Why?
we thought, well, we had this last 5 months, well, he's been on the road to whatever, but it was scary the last few months because he had like a little doggy stroke. And they said dogs don't have strokes like humans. Their bodies go,
Right.
"Oh," they're like, "Oh, we can't use that blood vessel anymore. Let's use this one over here." So, because they don't have functions like talking and things like that. So, but it was just it was a very emotional 5 months because I mean,
Yeah.
he'll be 9 this year. So, I mean, he's not
He's
like
up there, but
old.
not. Yeah. Yeah.
He'll sniff my hair.
Just wants to know if you've been anywhere since he went out. Did
I
you leave
know.
me? Nope. Nope. There we go. Crocheting in my eyeballs again.
Started watching a show last night. I haven't watched it all the way through. I don't know if I'm going to. It's called Craven the Hunter. It's a Marvel anti-hero. So,
Yes. Yes. I
and if you say anything, it's
from
not
what
gonna
I've
it's
seen.
you're not if you say anything about it, I mean, I don't even know where to tell you I've stopped in it, so you're not gonna ruin anything, I promise.
I
because
haven't watched it, but it was definitely one of our we want to, because
so
it looks like a good but messed up type situation, because it's different.
yes, it's different. So, but I'm like, "Oh, I don't remember this being in Marvel." But there's so much that the Marvel universe has created, I guess, within this
Yes.
last few years, and I would say last 5 to 10 years
Oh,
that it's
Jesus. Thank
Ari, how
you.
are you doing? Welcome in.
Give me.
Um, that I you know, it's it's no longer the original. I mean, they just keep adding, which is
Yeah.
fine. I mean,
Well, and sometimes they're picking like background characters that you never would have thought. But at the same, so like Gambit was one that was in the comics that was pretty popular, and he still doesn't have his own. Like you didn't see him until Deadpool, and
true.
that was kind of weird for me. I was like, why? It is very deep. We watched X-Men a million. I don't know which. I can't remember which one it was. Dark Phoenix the other day, and like one of the characters in it died, and I was like, "How'd she die and then be alive in the next one?" And then so I had to Google it. I was like, "How's this character dead now but alive in the next?" And they're like, "Oh, because it's a different timeline." And I was like, "Oh my gosh,
I know this multiverse thing.
timelines." Mm-hmm.
I watched, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse thing,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I told Papa I only had one problem with it, and it was because of something didn't make sense. I don't care what they were doing. It just in my mind, I couldn't wrap my mind around it, so I was like, "That just doesn't make sense. Why am I not getting it? Just doesn't make
Have you
sense."
watched the Loki series?
Yes. Papa and I watched those
The free
together.
when he freaking pulls out all the freaking infinity stones and they're just paperweights. I was like, "Oh, that's that's rude, but that's hilarious at the same time." I mean, these I was like, "Oh, yep." I don't know that I've watched the second season. I'm weird. I
Oh,
like
if
stuff.
you if
I like to wait till it's out though too, fully versus the one episode at a time. So then I get behind because I forget to go
the
back.
second season of Loki is mind-blowing. You should you
Okay.
should it's all out, and it's just it's mind-blowing.
Okay. I'll have to watch that one. I'm waiting for, is it Moon Knight or something that's Marvel too?
I've watched
For
the 1st
their,
season, but I haven't seen the 2nd season of that one.
is it out?
Yeah.
Oh, poop. Okay. Maybe, I don't know if I have or haven't seen
Is
it.
it it's the Egyptian one, right? Is that the one you're
Yeah.
talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's Moon Knight, yes.
Okay.
Hi
Okay.
I was kinda hoping they would come out with a 2nd season, but they haven't, and I'm like,
Oh, okay.
ugh, 'cause
Yep.
I'm like, "You could do so much more with this."
Yep. What's another one that's, I don't know. I can't think now.
I'm trying
Well, now we're going into the Fantastic Four franchise. Like that, they've brought them all back and switched them up.
now they have
We'll have to watch that all over again.
The Mandalorian's
Yeah.
playing the whatever guy, which Papa and I love The Mandalorian. So,
Oh, Pascal,
yes,
or what is it, or whatever. Yeah.
I wanna watch I still have not watched the one with Nicolas Cage and Pascal in it, and I wanna watch that so bad.
Yeah, I love that man. They just smile. It's like you're an idiot. Smile. Freaking love it.
I am sad today, one of my best friends is over the rainbow. Oh, you'll do
Sorry to
fine.
hear
I
that.
feel for you, Ari. You will do fine.
We watched the Maze Runner movies, but we didn't watch them in order. We watched the first one and then the third one. So now we're boycotting the second one. Because one of the main characters were like, if we hated her this much without seeing what she actually did, could you imagine going back and actually watching what she did? And say, like, yeah, we're not
I'm
watching
trying to
that.
figure I'm trying to figure out in the Maze Runner which one it would be. I'm thinking I know which one you're talking about.
That's I'm trying. I can't even think of his name. Dylan. Nope. Nope, not Dylan.
It's the girl
I
though.
can't.
Are you're talking about the girl that kind of I'm just not going to give it
Teresa.
away. Yeah, she
It's
kind of switched.
Teresa. Yep.
Yeah.
But we skipped the second one, so we didn't get to see the switch. We skipped the scorched whatever and went straight to the last one. And I was like,
I
you
don't
couldn't
know.
honestly tell.
No, because I think the Scorched was one of those ones where there was a lot of back history. Like,
Okay.
oh, you could have probably glazed over this movie and not done it. But I think they did
Yep.
it because they wanted to give all the history of how it all
I think.
became. And you're like, yeah, I could have got that one in the third one.
Yep.
Did you like the way it ended though, the third one?
I did. It was pretty. Yeah. Like if they wanted to go another one, they could have, but if since they didn't, it wasn't a bad like, oh well, rude type situation. I felt like it ended pretty dang good.
Okay. Have you ever watched I Am 4?
Yes.
That's a
I
good
like it's
movie.
been a hot minute, but that's a good one. Yes. I'm sad that that one didn't get more
Yeah, I would
than
have
they
liked for it to
easily
have
could
went a
have.
little further, like one more movie,
Mhm.
at least to explain his adventures afterwards.
Yep.
Um, um, Fifth Wave. Have you watched that one?
Yes.
Now
That was a
that
good
one, I
one
feel like
too.
they could have done more with that one too. But
Yes, there was, and then there was a TV series where, cool story. I want to say it was on Netflix too, but it was they weren't in a dome by any means, but the kids went on a field trip. When they came back, all the parents were gone,
I
and then they did like their own society thing, and it was
think I know which one you're
weird.
talking about.
I can't remember, but that was a good one. And I They may have done another season, I just didn't get back into. Well, I go in stints where, like, I do nothing but watch TV, and then I don't for, like, a year, and then I do. So, I cannot remember what it was called, though, but it was good.
If it was a B-rated movie, I wouldn't know the name of it just like that. Because Papa will tell you, I I can turn on the TV and I can find the worst B-rated movie to watch, and I'm really not watching it. I tell people I'm not watching it.
Watch all those Sharknadoes.
Yes.
Sharknado, like, 12 is out, I think. No. Yeah.
Biscuit's like, "Yeah, them sharks better not come flying around here."
We watched Meg and then Meg 2
Now, I
the
like
other day,
Jason
too, and that
Statham.
was pretty good.
I do like
Yeah.
Jason Statham.
But the little dinosaur creatures gave me the whole Sharknado vibe. Like, this is that's what reminded me of it. And then The Working Man, we watched that one too. That was a good one. But
Oh,
I don't know that he's done a bad movie though, Jason.
I don't think he's ever done a bad movie. I think I started watching him when he did the Transporter movies, and then he did The
Hmm.
Mechanic, and, yeah, I don't think he's ever done a bad movie.
The beekeeper though and the working man gave off the same movie vibes. Yeah, like, oh, we just switched the name a little bit.
Oh.
But I mean, still worth it though.
Okay. What row are you on?
The 28.
Okay.
I'm doing 28 right now.
Okay.
I'm over halfway. I'm like a third.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm on 25 right now, but 1, 2, 3. I'm fine to.
Yeah, them
Hey,
decreases. It's
Axis.
gonna be messy.
How are you doing? Thank you for the sub, Axis. Thank you for 15 months. Ooh, someone's on a 14-month streak. I came in upside down. How fancy. Oh, yeah, something's wrong with my streamer bot, and it's putting everybody upside down today. We're blaming Papa, even though he had nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
Papa had nothing to do with it. The Wool Festival was so much fun. Oh, I bet it was amazing. I bet it was. Did you get anything new? Because I would, Axis is gonna, are you gonna start dyeing your own yarn, Axis? Oh, I pet so many sheep and I got a cool basket. I got felting supplies. I got some wool yarn. Oh, someone's gonna turn into a felter now.
There you go.
I'm gonna tell you what, that's as dangerous. I'm gonna call it a dangerous sport because it's, am I gonna stick my fingers? Am I gonna have one? My daughter felts. My oldest daughter felts. So every now and then I'll go to, when I go to Walmart to look for things. You missed out on the fried Brussels sprouts. Line was way too long. Mm.
Not the Brussels sprouts.
I love fried foods at those places because they're so much better. I don't know if it's like old grease. I don't know what it is, but it's good. Your friend got a pretty woven blanket. Fairy Dust was in here earlier. He said he just woke up and had some caffeine, and I think we put him straight back to sleep. I think he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to sleep. They're making a pumpkin."
Right.
Whew. Oh, Lord, today. This is probably where I'm going to need Papa. Okay.
Put my yarn inside my pumpkin and it forced it to pumpkin more. So it does pumpkin once you actually have stuff in it.
Okay.
So
That's
once you
actually a
put the
smart
stuffing in.
idea. I need to make one of these when I'm back. Oh, it's going good. It's a very long process. rows 9 and 11. Wait, no. Let me take that back. Row 6. No, it was rounds 8 and 10 are a little iffy. So, it I had to add stitches at the end, so did she. So I don't know. We both did it, and it both ended the same way for us. So I'm gonna assume it was the pattern, not us. The users are not the problem.
Right.
Um,
It's weird that we both got it. You know what I mean? Like, especially usually if someone talks about it, you're like, oh, I know to avoid doing that. But we both ended up with it, so it
yeah, because
makes it
I just think maybe,
hinky. Like,
yeah, that they were hinky, whatever, with their um whatever. You made a pencil scarf for your friend this week? I need to get back and make a scarves. Maybe one day. I just don't know. You demand perfection. I know you do. So how do we do this rating out thingy? Because
uh, similar to normal, we can either go our separate ways or we can pick someone and do it at the same time.
I think we should do it at the same
Sup
time.
Supreme is on, and
Okay.
that's a we both know that person.
Okay,
So
that's fine. Yeah, okay. Let's do creator dashboard. Let me move this
so
over.
do wait.
Okay. Streamer manager. Okay. Let's see. Supreme Doom. You just tell me when and we will I gotta look at you though, because okay. So I am ready. Bye, Glenda. Bye, guys. Um, thank you everybody for showing up. We enjoyed it. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. And we're gonna be back on Wednesday doing a
Yes.
ghost. So
Yeah.
yes, she's got it right there, the ghost. And we're gonna be doing that. So if you want to see us on Wednesday, we'll be here Wednesday. And I think it's like
It's
5 your time or
5 yeah, so 5 Central Standard Time.
okay, so 6 Eastern Standard Time. So,
Yeah.
y'all have a good day and thank you for the raids. Thank you for everything and y'all have a wonderful day.
I started mine.
Okay.
Woohoo. Alrighty. I'm gonna stop this part so that way we don't hear 1,000 things.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.